Hey, please like, share, subscribe. Nate's Live Talk. Celtics game coming on in a few minutes. Let's get set up. Do we rock with that one tonight or the Larry Bird? That's funky. Yo, what up, Jet? Salute. Hope you're having a good day. Oh, shit. Celtics getting ready to go in a minute. Why is that? Your experiment is exactly what you thought it would be. I told you. Probably got more traction than any video you ever put out, right? Or close to it. Of course it did. I had a feeling.
For customer.
I had a feeling it would. I knew something wasn't. I knew I wasn't losing my mind, man. No channel goes from doing well to just dropping off a radar for no reason. Of course it did. That's what I'm saying. They'll get more eyes regardless. Just because of the narrative. So the Knicks came back and pulled off a big win today. Fucking Lakers choke badly. I watched the end of that game a few minutes ago. The T-Wolves played well, but the Lakers should have finished them off. Fucking LeBron with a foul at the end. It was a good call. He did slap him. It wasn't a hard foul, but he still got his hand. Timberwolves lucky they had a challenge, or else they would have gave the ball up by 1. Instead, LA takes an L. Crazy. I knew it. I knew it. I knew that the Timberwolves were a horrible matchup for them. Of course it did. Just died. Gained all traction, I bet. Oh, excuse me. Jalen Suggs and Morris Wagner still out. They've been out for the season. They've been out the whole series. Drew Holiday out. Jaylen Brown was a game-time decision. He's going to go. What? Big game for Boston right here. Big game for both of them. Time to put up a shut-up for the Celtics. I'm pretty sure the starting lineup's going to be White, Brown, Tatum, Horford, Porzingis. Pretty damn sure. Yeah, I don't know how you would even get him in trouble for that shit, but it makes you. I knew it was going on. I knew it was. I was talking to my uncle today, and he said the same thing. He's like, why is your channel struggling? How did you go from doing so well to not doing as nearly as much? And I told him, and he goes, oh, I heard that's been happening to people. I go, I don't know, Uncle. I think it's because they don't like what I had to say when I talked about political stuff. He said, I wouldn't doubt it. And he mentioned some other guys that are independent or conservative getting messed with. Someone's going to have to come out with a platform just like YouTube. If someone come out with a platform like it, where you can say whatever you want and navigate it like YouTube, it will blow up. I wish I knew how to do it. I would try to do it. Probably costs a ton of money just to have the technology and the people to be able to maintain it. But the days of free speech, man, you can say what you want. You just won't get no views. You know? You can say what you want. You just won't get no views. It's that simple. And I think when you say what you want too much, they probably don't even send people your way nearly as much. Because I watched guys that do play-by-play that don't do it as well as I do, that just are messing around, bullshit, and listening to the game like I am. They're getting hundreds of people in their fucking stream. Hundreds. I'm like, I can't get over 10. Make it make sense. Yeah, that's not going to happen. I know you mean well, but we know that's not going to happen. Unfortunately. Only thing I can think of is try not to swear and make it so all my content's available to kids. And then I got to deal with retards. So is it worth it? Excuse me. Christ. Fucking allergies are killing me today.
Back in the Magic's kingdom tonight. This is game 4, and you are watching the first round presented by Rd.1. Tonight, from the Kia Center in Orlando, the home of the Magic, the 7 seed, the Magic hosting the 2 seed, and the defending champion Boston Celtics. These two residing in the East. The winner of this series will match up either against the Knicks or the Pistons. The Knicks winning earlier today to take a stronghold in that best-of-7 series. And with that, we welcome you. Hi, everybody. The NBA on.
Yeah, I don't think you would be able to tell if he did it. He's going to get views no matter what.
A big matchup. The Orlando Magic finally got their win, their first win in this series on Friday night. But the headlines right now is the Celtics.
It's almost got to be done by a new team.
And for more on that, we hear from Lauren Jabara.
Thanks so much, PA. Appreciate it. Yes, the Celtics a little banged up heading into Game 4. Drew Holiday officially ruled out for the second consecutive game with a hamstring injury. Meanwhile, Jason Tatum battling a severe bone bruise in his right wrist. After missing Game 2, he said it's all about dealing with pain tolerance. Kristaps Porzingis needed 5 stitches after taking a hit to the head in Game 2. And Jaylen Brown, who's been managing right knee posterior impingement since February, also dislocated his index finger in Game 3. Brown shrugged it off, saying, I've got 9 more, so I'm all right. But guys, I talked to him before the game. He told me it's mind over matter. Their depth and their grit is going to be tested again tonight.
Lauren, thank you. And Coach, that means a bit of a lineup change once again as we take a look at the starting lineups presented by Kia. So Derek White stays in that starting lineup with Drew Holiday out. Meanwhile, the Orlando Magic, they're feeling good about themselves right now. What a defensive effort they had in Game 3. Right, and they've got both.
Here we go. Yeah, the T-Wolves played really good today. They had a nice comeback, but I felt like I watched the end of the game. I watched quite a bit of it. I felt like the Lakers kind of coughed one up today. They were up by 10 with, I think like 6 minutes left, 7 minutes left. Here we go, tip off. Won by the Magic. Banchero gets it to Carter, top of the arc. Loses the ball. Wagner comes up with it. Wagner between the legs with Horford on him. They switch. Porzingis giving him room. Gets a hand up in his face. Not in time. 2-0 Magic. They got to stop sagging off these guys so much. I think they're giving them too much respect on these easy jump shots. Tatum, nice bounce pass down low to a cutting Derek White for 2. Game tied 2-2. Joseph comes over half court for the Magic. Uses a Banchero screen. Celtics switch. They get the ball to Banchero, defended by White. Back to Joseph in front of the Magic bench. Pulls up. Gets a jumper to go from 12 feet. Orlando 2 for 2. Derek White going to run the point. Goes to the hoop using a Horford screens. Gets it to White on the baseline. Or excuse me, Brown on the baseline. Gets it to White. Almost loses the ball. Porzingis has to put up a 3. No good. Good hustle by Tatum. Offensive rebound. Brown tries a 3. No good. Rebound. Horford can't come up with it. Magic grab it. Celtics 0 for 2 from outside to stop. Drive, floater, foul called on Brown. See if Banchero is going to shoot from free throws. They're treating Banchero and Wagner like fucking all-stars. And Banchero's is an all-star. And treating fucking Derek White, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown like fucking junk. Like they're not all-stars. Celtics got to get tough, man. I'm a little nervous about Boston. They're starting to look fucking soft. Yeah, some of them are, Jet. Some of them are. You saw what happened last night trying to watch the fight. I'm done with that dude, man. That dude ain't coming into my streams no more. I'm going to block him, I think. Arguing with me that a guy's not 6'3" or 6'1", that is. Fucking nuts. I'm so over people wanting to argue about everything. Go fucking argue somewhere else. You can't argue the dude's height, dude. It's posted before the fight. Come on. Probably all pissed off the guy he said was going to win lost, like usual with him. Fucking retarded. What up, Joe? Joe, thank you for the contribution. I didn't see it until yesterday. I appreciate it. I don't check it that often. I check it like maybe every 2 weeks. Thank you. I sent you a heart. I don't know if you got it. Boston, cold as ice to start this game tonight. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is, man. I think dude just likes to argue. I like him, too. He was really cool for a long time, and then he's been funny lately. Maybe he's going through some stuff. Because he just likes arguing with me about every fucking thing. Porzingis misses a shot. Celtics ice cold. Come on, boys. Banchero down the lane. Loses the ball off his knee. Good D by Al. Banchero wants a foul. Some people, it's just always something with. No matter what. No matter what. It's just always fucking something. Yeah, well, if you're around toxicness enough, if you're around toxic shit, That shit rubs off on you. Absolutely. Jaylen Brown gets the inbound. Celtics need a hoop. Brown into the middle of the lane, gets a jumper to rattle in. Magic up 5-4, 8:30 to go in the first quarter. Banchero gets it to Wagner. Pick and roll, throws an alley-oop to Carter Jr. Sometimes, yeah. It can only be used, like, it definitely plays a role. I don't think it's the only thing, though. Porzingis for 2. And people have bad days, but how many fucking bad days? Every time I talk to you, it's a bad day, it seems like. I can't be bothered. Just like that other dude about Shedeur Sanders yesterday. Same fucking thing. Like, yeah, whatever, fuck you. All right. Oh, and one. Nice lay-in. I think Banchero scored the hoop. Yeah, because he wants to argue about UFC, Jet. That's why. He's obsessed with that shit, too. Like, you could tell he's like a super fan or acts like one, which is fine. But it's just like, dude, every time I do UFC, I got to argue with you because you got one fucking pick right. One time, and I said you were right. I was wrong, and you still want to argue every chance you get with me. I'm not doing it. Oh, nice pick and roll by the Celtics. Porzingis slams one home. Nice pass from White. 10-8 Orlando. 7:25 to play in the first. Celtics lucky they're only down by 2. Joseph kicks it out to Wagner. Puts up a 3. Blocked by Al. Good block. What up, Juice? Salute. Celtics trail by 2. 7:19 to go in the first quarter. 9 seconds on the shot clock. I'm hanging in there, Easy E. You watched UFC last night? Wasn't too bad. I wish Prades finished Gary Machado. It didn't happen. Wasn't a bad card, though. Anthony Smith went out in a bad way, I thought. Wagner nails another 3. That's cool. Yeah, UFC can be a lot of fun. Turnover Boston. Here we go. Banchero to the rim. Contact. No call. Shouldn't have been. Jaylen Brown to the rim. Tripped. Puts a layup up and fouled. Wagner hit the deck. Orlando leads by 5. 6:41 to play in the first. TV timeout. Franz Wagner off to a good start. Celtics going to find a way to shut him down a little bit. He's getting too many open looks. Celtics defense hasn't been great. TV timeout. Magic lead by 5. Yeah, I hope he does. I hope he does well too. I don't think he should have been sitting on the shelf so long. I told you guys about the video I watched of some of the guys picked before him at the combine. That kid the Saints picked had a horrible combine. Horrible. I think they were mad because Sanders said some stuff in, I guess, during interviews they didn't like. He also came out and made the comment that if you're not trying to change the culture, and you're trying to make me someone else, don't pick me. Like, I don't think that's a horrible thing to say. I don't think it's that bad. I think it's actually a good thing. If you're not trying to change the culture, and you're like, speaking about teams that were looking at them that were bad. If you're not trying to change the culture, don't even pick me. I agree. I don't think that's a negative thing that he said. Personally. I almost wonder if the Browns took him to fuck the Steelers over. Because there was so much talk that the Steelers wanted him, and then it didn't happen. And then the Browns came up late in that draft in the 5th round and were like, well, we're not going to let him go to Pittsburgh, and no, we'll keep him on our team if anything. That might have been part of why they picked him too. Picked him too. No one wants to play for a crappy franchise, no doubt. But if you're going to have to play for one, if you're trying to turn a place around, I would say the same thing. I'm not your guy. If you're not trying to turn this loser into a winner, I'm not your guy. I would have said the same fucking thing. I don't think what he said was bad. I don't even think it's cocky. I've heard guys say way more cocky shit than that. That's all he meant, exactly. Like, if we're going to keep doing the same shit and we're not going to try to become winners, don't draft me, please. I think the teams that were rubbed the wrong way aren't trying to change their culture. Like, no, we're just trying to make money. We don't care if we win or lose. We're not changing shit. We're going to keep not spending money on players. Try to win a championship for as cheap as possible. Yep, I agree, Jet. That's like the trash talk and the rough play. I'm all for it. I'm all for it to a certain point. When it gets like dangerous and, borderline dirty, then it's not cool. But that's what made sports great for so many years, especially basketball. So much shit talk in the 80s and 90s and 2000s. Now it's like, he said something mean to me. Oh my God, he breathed on me. He slapped my hand a tiny bit with his pinky. I'm going to fall on the floor like I broke my leg. Brown knocks down 2 free throws. Orlando leads 13-10, 6:30 to play in the first. Carter Jr. with the ball, gets it to Joseph. Nice screen. Throws up a floater, up and in. Celtics defense is not playing well. Brown puts up a 3. Long. Rebound high in the air. Good job by Banchero. Saves it. Gets it to Joseph. Celtics offense is discombobulated too. Come running down and pull a 3 that quickly. Stupid shot. Banchero knocks one down. 18-10 Orlando. Like, the Celtics aren't moving the ball. They're not running plays. Tatum's barely touched the ball. Celtics are 0 for 7 from 3. Nice pick and roll. They throw a lob to Porzingis. One-handed slam. I didn't see it. Did he act like an idiot? That was a crazy play to end that game, man. Jokic is so lucky he shot that ball long. And Aaron Gordon was there. Tatum, nice crossover. Goes to the hoop. Contact. No call. Misses the layup. Puts one up and in and gets a call, I believe. Are they going to call an offensive rebound? Offensive foul? That's crazy.
Came back to the boards there. And Carroll making it tough. You see, everybody's just standing and watching. Tatum gets his own and gets back to the line.
I was going to say.
Joseph got him on the arm.
Orlando's gotten more fucking calls and beaten up on the Celtics so much. I don't know how they can complain to the refs about anything. And you haven't seen the Celtics get fucking dirty yet. They just keep trying to play. They got to keep playing. 18-15 Orlando. 5:15 to go. Come on, Celts. Run that offense. Play good D. There you go. Good D by Hauser. Or Magic come back up with it. Black gets it to Banchero. They switch. Pritchard trying to defend. Banchero pull-up jumper. No good. Tatum can't come up with it. Brown does. Here come the Celts. Tatum over half court. Pulls up for three. Splash cash money. Jason Tatum. Bum wrist and all. Had 37 the other night. Celtics should have gave him the ball trying to tie it up. I don't know what Derek White was thinking. He had to get it in, but Tatum was wide open. Tied up game. Magic try a three. Blocked by Horford. Celtics running. Pritchard slows it up, pulls it out, crosses over, goes baseline, bullies his way in, kicks it out to Hauser. Splash cash money. Sam Hauser finally knocks down a shot. Come on, boys. Hauser's first 3 points of the playoffs. Celtics on an 11-0 run in the last 2 minutes. And then they let Black go coast to coast and lays one in. Defensive lapse again. Celtics defense is struggling the last few games. I do not like how they look. I think part of it's because Holiday's not playing. Tatum shoots a three. No good. Here come the Magic back the other way. Black goes to the rim. In trouble. Picks up his dribble. Turns it over. No. Tipped out. Magic come up with the loose ball. Banchero's going to get a wide open look at three. No good. Rebound Tatum. Celtics need to run their offense. No one-on-one bullshit every play. Here's Hauser. Gets it down low to Al on the block. Faces up. Jab step. Jab step. Backs down. Baby hook up and in. Bullied the younger, smaller player. Nice play by Al to put Boston up by 3. Banchero going to force his way to the rim. He's going to draw a foul. Put someone on Banchero that can defend him, for Christ's sake. And have someone waiting to help. Make them knock down threes to beat you. They are not a three-point shooting team. What the fuck, Joe? Joe Mazzulla is killing me the last couple games. I give him every benefit of the doubt because he grew up near me, and I know part of his family members and shit. And I know he's a good kid. He's a pretty good kid. He's a little funny. People don't like him as far as the NBA because he speaks his mind and he's quirky. He's a ball buster, and people don't know he's a ball buster. But he's starting to frustrate me with this coaching the last game and a half. Come on. You're getting beat by 2 guys that can't, both of them aren't great outside shooters. You're letting them get to the rim whenever the fuck they want. And you're giving them wide open 15-footers. What are you doing? I would say we're fighting through every screen. Tatum, you're on Wagner. Brown, you're on Banchero. We're not switching. You fight through the screen. We are not switching. We're not going to be lazy and switch. Sometimes we may have to, but we are going to work as hard as we can to not switch. You don't have to switch if you play smart defense and people call out picks. And if you don't switch, you got help defense behind you coming. What up, Maki? Yeah, it was close, Jet. I think he barely got it off. Like, it's one of those plays, like, it's kind of hard not to give him it because they ruled it good on the floor. They ruled the basket good on the floor, so it's hard to overturn it, just like the NFL. It's got to be like inconclusive. Fucking imagine if the Lakers and Celtics both get bounced in the first round. That would be crazy. Fucking Celtics. I can't believe they look horrible. I told people the Magic were going to be tough. The Magic have given us problems over the last couple of years for some fucking reason. The Magic always seem to play well against us. Highest points per game in the first 10 career playoff games of their career. Paolo Banchero's on the list, 28.6. Trae Young, 29.4. Anthony Davis, 30.4. LeBron James, 30.9. Luka, 31.9. Luka had, I think 36 or 38 today. 38, played 46 minutes. And they still lost. He had some horrible defensive plays. He's not very good on the defensive end. He kind of hurt LA down the stretch with some of his D. Yeah, it's because it's the T-Wolves, man. The T-Wolves are good. They really are. Tatum backs down his man, rattles home a jumper from down on the block. Look, pulled the old Dirk one-legged jumper. Good D by Pritchard. Forces Black to dribble off his own foot out of bounds. Celtics up 25-21, 2:28 to go in the first. That was much better defense. I like that. Yeah, Timberwolves are good, man. They're not your average 6 seed. Like the Celtics losing to the Magic would be a worse loss than LA losing to the T-Wolves. Naz Reid's a fucking beast off the bench. Tatum, another shot, no good. Rebound, Cornette. Gets it out to Hauser. Splash, cash money. Sammy Hauser, 2 for 2 tonight from 3. He has not scored up until today. 6 points in the game. All 6 points he has on the board for the playoffs so far. And Banchero's going to drive by him and cause a ticky-tack foul. Banchero gets every call, man. I've never seen a kid. I've seen some. Gilgeous-Alexander. These guys go to the hoop. They don't even get touched, really. They call a foul. Some of them are, it's getting a little out of control. Like, and then they give him a shooting foul right away. Ha! You missed it anyway. (28-21) Boston. Banchero missed the first. Here's the second. Good. 28-22, 6-point lead, Boston. 1:40 to play. Pritchard brings the ball up. Tatum, Hauser, Cornette, Horford on the floor for Boston. Here's Tatum. Gets the ball knocked away, grabs it. Drives, steps back, drives again, trying to bully his way. Baseline fadeaway. Good. Jason Tatum, tough shot. Good D by the Magic. Better play by Tatum. Oof. Celtics go back by 8. Back up by 8. Wagner back in the game. Pick and roll. Swings it to Banchero. 3. Gets it to go. Tough shot, Banchero. Magic are just playing tough, man. They are not going away. Pritchard almost loses the ball. Runs into a guy. No call. Comes back up with it. Gets it to Tatum. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Over to Pritchard. Deep 3. No good. Cornette fights for the rebound. Black comes up with it. Gets it to Wagner. Wagner drives. Good D by Cornette. Loose ball. And there's going to be a foul called down low.
Dick hits the deck. Foul on the Celtics. Peyton Pritchard picks up the foul, which will be his second.
Not good.
Magico minus 12 with Wagner on the bench there.
That is
Early foul
foul.
trouble.
Well, imagine Wagner, obviously a key piece for them, not only as a scorer, but a creator, and he's a guy who always takes on one of the stars on the other team. Opened the game on Tatum tonight.
Isaac
Knocks down the first.
NBA playoff schedule continues tomorrow. The Cavs and the Heat game 4 right here on TNT, and then Rockets and Warriors will follow. That's a game 4 there. NBA.com or the NBA app. Missing Drew Holiday, second consecutive game with a hamstring injury, as Lauren reported. And
Fucking
the
Drew Holiday,
expectation
man.
is he would
We
have a
need him.
chance to return for game 5. Joe Mazzulla is fully confident that he will return
Hits them
sooner
both.
than later, but he's missing
3-point game.
consecutive.
The Celtics down the stretch, they rarely played with all 9 of their top guys, so they're used to having somebody out.
Magic missing.
Here's Tatum. 10 on the shot clock. Gets it to Porzingis. Drives. There's a foul called. And I don't get it, right? Like, the call just doesn't seem right to me. When Boston's going to the hoop and gets fouled, there's never a continuation. When the Magic go to the hoop, they're getting every continuation. I know I probably sound like a crybaby fan, but you're not giving the continuation to Porzingis, Tatum, or Brown, but you're going to give them to everyone on the Magic. It just doesn't make sense to me. Here's White. Nice play. Drives to the hoop, puts one up and in. Porzingis gets thrown to the floor. No foul call. 5 seconds to go. Here's Black back the other way. Goes coast to coast again for a layup. Gets it to go. Another shitty performance on defense to start the game for Boston. They're lucky they're up by 3. 32-29, end of the first.
The first quarter. Black able to
Driving me
lead
nuts,
in.
man.
It is a 3-point Boston lead as we get ready for the second stanza. You're watching the first round, presented by Rd.1.
The clock is ticking, Ethan. Another feat.
Let it go. They let a guy go coast to coast, 94 feet. Untouched. No one gets in front of him. No one tries to block him. No one tries to play any defense. Celtics look lazy, man. Maybe Jet. I don't know. I just find it odd. I don't know if you're watching along with us, but it doesn't seem like it's being called down the middle to me. It doesn't seem like it's been called the same each way. That's all I want. I just want consistency. You're calling it one way for one team and another for the other. How does anyone know what a foul is? I just don't get it. I really don't. I'll be right back. Sorry, I had to take a break. Had to use the restroom. Celtics with the ball, up by 3. Brown misses, rebound, Magic.
First quarter, it won't stay like that in this game.
Both teams pushing 50% from the field, just shy of it.
Nice hustle,
Scramble for that
Celtics
one.
ball.
Isaac Glass touched it.
Yeah, I just want some consistency, Mark. Call it however you're going to call it. Just call it that way so we know what it is. And they call an offensive foul on Boston. Come on. Even Mazzulla is just like shaking his head. He's like, what's a foul anymore? What's a foul? He just said. I could tell, read his lips. Anthony Black, Harris, Wagner, and Isaac on the court for the Magic. Isaac catches a lob for a slam. 32-31 Boston. White with the ball, top of the arc. Gets it to Porzingis on the wing. Bounce pass down low to White. Catches it, puts it up and in a foul. Hallelujah. And 1, Derek White.
And Derek White, a championship pedigree going to the line. Oh, what a leave.
Isaac got up there for that dunk. Wow.
And that's a great pass there by Porzingis.
Gary Harris picks up his second foul.
Porzingis' head still
Porzingis
got
with
a
the 5
massive
stitches
gap.
in the forehead. Came in game 2.
White knocks it down.
Makes it a 4-point Boston lead. Just getting started here in quarter number 2. Eastern Conference first round playoffs. Winner of this series will match up against either the Knicks.
Oh, we got a loose ball scramble. Hauser looks like he came up with it. Tries to get it to Porzingis. Think we got a foul on the Magic or a timeout.
As it was a potential turnover in front of them, the Celtics get a timeout. 10:35 remaining in quarter number 2. Welcome.
I think it's going to be Celtics ball. They took a timeout, so they didn't lose it. 35-31 Boston. Yeah, I'm sure it did. I kind of had a feeling it was gonna. I watch a dude that talks politics, and he's a liberal recently. There's people in there that just go in there and argue with him on the Trump side of things, getting massive exposure. Like his channel's starting to blow up. And he doesn't even do it well. It's just he's liberal and he believes in liberal ways, and you can't tell him nothing. It's an echo chamber of all echo chambers. And probably because he supports the liberal end of things, they allow it. And I think probably most of the people in there, I look at the comments when he's talking, they're all shitting on him. They're blowing up a liberal channel, not even knowing it. Like, you're helping the enemy. You're better off not even paying attention to them. They're the enemy to me. If they're far left, like if you're a super far left woke idiot, you're my enemy. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to be bothered with you. We're not going to agree on anything. There's no reason for us to even bother with each other. Because I'm not going to get through to you. You're not going to get through to me. Even if I agree with you on something, it's going to be a fucked up situation. Yeah, it's happened to a lot of people, Jet. It sucks. Look, I don't even talk about it anymore, and I'm still paying for it. When's the last time I really talked politics? I do a show here and there talking about some stuff, but I haven't even talked about it, trying to get out of that space. And even not talking about it hasn't helped. What, they don't get the same amount of people to their streams anymore? Absolutely. I wouldn't doubt it, Mark. Like right now, I don't even if YouTube tells me the truth anymore. Because every time, even when I'm talking to you guys, it says I have no one in here. Right now, it says nobody's in here. I'm sure there's not 100 people, but it makes me wonder, did they even calculate who's in my fucking streams ever? Everyone that comes, I haven't had a new subscriber in over a week. And everyone that seems to come in is a returning person when I look at the analytics. Yeah, it just went up to 1 on mine. But I know it's more than that. It's just lame. It's weird. It's fucked up. I don't know what else to do. I thought about trying to stream off my computer instead. Maybe that would help. Because I don't know. I don't know what else. Yeah, exactly, Joe. That's why I don't understand. It's something's not right. And YouTube's supposed to throw some people your way here and there that are new. They haven't done that much. I don't get too many new people that are trolls. Every once in a blue moon. Nothing like before. Maybe it's because I block so many people. I've only blocked like 200 people total. It's not really a lot. My channel has like 3 million views. I know people don't stay the whole time and hang out, but it still counts as a view. I don't know. It's just strange. Yeah, but if you're on your phone, you have to stream vertically. If you're on a phone, you can't film sideways. It doesn't allow you. Or it says it doesn't. So I try not to pay attention to it anymore. At least until someone gets involved trying to change it. 37-31 Boston, 9:49 to play in the second.
The matchup issues, and Banchero is back on the floor. Maybe a little earlier than he thought he'd be. Wagner guards Brown. Brown so shifty. Here goes Porzingis now. Isaac on it. Porzingis pulls up.
Oh, no good.
And Isaac secures a rebound.
Well,
Not a great
he's
shot.
as good a defender as there
Good
is in this
D.
league. If he played enough minutes, this would be an all-defensive guy, and possibly if he were a full-time guy.
Here's Banchero down by 6. Spin move. Kicks it out. Isaac, open 3. Nothing but backboard. Rebound, Brown. Brown got it by Wagner. Gives him tons of space. Contact. No call. Misses a layup. Oh. Brown's going to finish that one. Banchero from Wagner. Pull-up jumper. No good. Rebound, Boston. Celtics got numbers. Give the ball up. Oh, my God. White couldn't handle it. Magic come up with it. Back the other way. They got numbers. Celtics are so out of sorts. Running floater goes for Wagner. The Magic are playing like the best they possibly can. And the Celtics are playing pretty damn to the worst. Almost 2 games straight now. Porzingis wide open down low. Smacked. No foul call. Lays it in. Fuck. Banchero, nice crossover. Good D by White. Stays with him. Turnover, they call a foul. Come on. Let him fucking play. Horrible call.
Wagner behind, and the Magic don't want to pull in and help. and open up threes. So Porzingis able to get all the way to the rim, and he's in double figures already.
You know, we talked to Joe Mazzulla before the game, asked him if Boston is comfortable not putting up volume threes, and he had a pretty quick response. He goes, we take volume threes because we have great three-point shooters and we move the ball. Orlando presents.
Here's Banchero, gets away with a walk. Passes to the corner for a three, no good. Rebound White. Porzingis, open three. Splash, Cash Money. KP. He's going to have about 13 already. Timeout Magic. Celtics up 9. Looking a little bit better on D. Let's go, boys.
Knocks down his first three.
About time. Porzingis has been cold from outside. Glad to see him knock one down. Celtics are so much better than the Magic. They just got to fucking play right. Play through the fouls. Play smart. Move the ball. Fucking Christ. They go back to Boston tied 2-2. I'm going to be so fucking mad tonight. I'm not going to sleep. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I just try to keep doing what I'm doing, hoping it'll straighten itself out. Even talking about it's getting old. Gotta try and find a way to figure it out, how to get a fair shot again or get exposure. That's what we got to figure out, is how do we get views without selling out. How do you get views and exposure without selling out? Porzingis with 13, White with 7, Brown with 4, Hauser with 6. They're on the court for the Celtics before the timeout by the Magic. Banchero with 12, Wagner with 7, Carter Jr. with 2, Joseph with 4. Let's check out our poll. Can the Lakers come back down 3-1 to the T-Wolves? 100% say no. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I never tried advertising. Maybe that's why I'm having troubles too. I don't want to buy my views though. Yeah, it probably would help a little, Joe. I never have luck getting subscribers though from shorts. But I've thought about going the short route. I've gotten some, but I just haven't gotten a lot. Might get one here and there. And even the people that watch your shorts, they usually don't watch your lives. I've never seen anyone that subscribed via shorts really come to my channel. If you're like a newer channel, it's probably a better way to go about trying to get a few people. But at this point for me, I don't really like making shorts, to be honest. If I'm going to make shorts, I mean, I don't know. I just don't like doing it. I like doing the lives. Maybe people aren't into live streams anymore. I don't know. I'm surprised because I was doing so well with them. Never had less than like fucking, when I started doing them, I never had less than 20 or 30 people in at one time ever. Even covering sports. Now I don't get above fucking 5, maybe 10 if I'm lucky. No matter what I do. Hauser misses a 3. Rebound, Carter. It makes me wonder if all those views I was getting were bots during the election. Seriously. Like, is half the people subscribed to me bots? .42-37 Boston turnover. Banchero working on Hauser. Backs his man down. Turnaround jumper. No good. Magic starting to cool off a little bit, I think, too. They've been shooting the ball very well throughout these first couple games. Nice take by Brown. Contact. Goes to the ground. No foul again. Celtics back up by 7. Carter Jr., nice pass. Wagner fouled by Porzingis. Yeah, it's never accurate, Jet. I don't understand why that is either. It is what it is. I got to try and figure it out. I don't know how else to figure it out besides making different types of videos, maybe making some regular videos. Maybe they don't like the fact I'm just making lives. That could be it. So maybe I got to switch it up a little. I just like doing lives. They always did well. I always got subscribers and they were fun. It's like they're trying to force me into doing shit I don't like doing. That's why I got to get that fucking GoPro. Even though it's almost $1,000, I got to get it. Yeah, I wish Rumble, if Rumble would just do everything like YouTube does and set it up like YouTube, just not YouTube, in a way they wouldn't get sued. That's all you need is something that's like YouTube but free speech. That's not quirky to work with. Celtics up by 6 after the Wagner free throw. Tatum goes to the hoop. They're going to call a foul on Porzingis or Tatum. No one even got touched.
Back, and right now they are a fully healthy 100% team, which is really good heading into the playoffs.
47 wins.
How is that a foul?
Jamal Mosley was second in the Coach of the Year voting. Lost
Terrible
in
call.
7 games to the Cavs. Porzingis just picked up his 3rd foul. And now Orlando.
They're going to challenge. The Celtics are going to challenge the illegal screen call on Porzingis.
Joe
They
Mazzulla
should. I
going
didn't
to
see
left.
one.
Celtics lead it by 6. It's the NBA player.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't do Twitch. I thought about doing Twitch. I haven't really looked into it. I thought Twitch was mostly for video gamers. And I don't know how you go about getting paid. The other thing about Twitch is I don't do social media. So how do I spread the word that I'm on Twitch? Because you got to pay for Twitch, I think. No, I don't think it's Tatum's fault, really. He had 37 last game. He just hit a wide open layup. They called a bullshit foul. They're challenging. I think Tatum's doing fine. People hate on Tatum so bad. I don't understand it. He's knocked down 3s tonight. I don't get it. He's not having his greatest game, but he just made a nice move, went to the rim. They call Porzingis for a bullshit take. I'm about to just start doing OnlyFans. Fuck it. Tatum's got 10 points. I don't know what you're talking about. 5:56 to go in the first half.
Fingers grabbing onto the elbow But I think the Celtics' argument there is Joseph is the one who put the clamp down on Porzingis' arm.
That's the way I saw it. That's the way I saw it. But you know what's amazing? It doesn't matter how I saw it. And that's...
So Magic keep the ball.
No, again, I mean, I'm here to help, but nobody wants to, or at least the referees don't want to listen to me.
Offensive foul. Banchero runs over White.
And the Magic give it right back. Celtics lead it by 6 with the ball. 5:46 remaining.
Here's Tatum with the ball. Gives it to White. They come across half court. Celtics lead 44-38. 5:35 to play in the first half. Cornette sets a screen. White picks up his dribble. Gets it to Horford. They find Tatum on the wing in front of the Celtics bench. Pump fake. Jab step. Delays drives. Pulls up. Gets it to go from inside the lane. Tatum puts the Celtics up by 8. Celtics starting to pick up the defense a little bit. Hopefully they continue to do so. Here's Banchero. Bullies White down low onto the block. Going to kick it out. Wagner, deep 3. No good. Rebound Brown. Goes all the way, coast to coast. Loses the ball. Off his leg as always. Magic come up with it. In transition, Caldwell Pope 3, gets it to go. Jaylen Brown is reverting back to the old Jaylen Brown the last 2 games. Dribbling off his foot every other play. And White throws one away. Horrible pass looking for Tatum. Celtics got to slow down, man. Here's Wagner, ticky-tack foul. Nope, no foul call, thank God. Lays one up and in on Cornette. Celtics lead down to 3. Tatum gets a pick. Finds Cornette, cut into the hoop, gets pushed. No call. Finds Al on the baseline, no good. Loose ball, Brown gets pushed. Magic come up with it. Caldwell Pope working on Brown. Finds an open man in the corner. 3, tied ball game. Just like that, the Magic tie it up with 3:45 to go in the second quarter. Celtics not playing Celtics basketball. Again. Gonna make me rip my fucking hair out. Tatum, deep 3. No good. Cornette can't come up with it. Al tries to save it. Can't come up with it. Bad shot by Tatum. No offensive rhythm. No offensive play. No consistency to defense. Banchero goes down the lane, lays it up and in, uncontested. Celtics have struggled with the Magic all the last 2 seasons. For whatever reason. It's getting old. Tatum sets a good hard screen, gets the ball back. Goes between 2 guys, loses the ball. Good D by Orlando. Nice pass in transition. Banchero lays it up, no good. Carter Williams with the ball. Tatum steals it. Here come the Celtics with numbers. They get it to Tatum, bounce pass to Brown, lays it up and in. Celtics tie the game at 48. Celtics are playing like the Magic play. They got to play like the Celtics play. Ridiculous. Tied ball game, 2:25 to go. Joseph gets it to Wagner. Banchero runs in between defenders. Wagner pulls up. No good. Cornette fights for the rebound. Tatum comes down with it. Celtics got to get organized, man. They are playing so sloppy. Nice pass down low to Al. Lays it up and in to go up by 2.
Great to watch. All the things he does, the way he defends. This guy's just a winner and has been for a long time.
Under 2 minutes to go in this first half. And Carroll dancing with Cornette, rises up, missed it.
Come on, Celtics.
Jaylen Brown.
Go, Brown, go.
Carroll picks him up. Check the matchups here.
Brown slowing it down. Dribbling the fucking play clock away. Come on. Goes to the hoop. Puts one off the glass. No good. Looking for a foul call. Ain't going to get it. Here comes Banchero. Gets it to Carter Jr. Top of the arc. Swings it to Joseph. Sets a screen. Good defense by Brown. They pick and roll to Carter. Short on a jumper. Rebound Tatum. Tatum walks across half court with a minute to play. 15 on the shot clock. What up, boys and girls? Salute. Please like, share, subscribe. Tatum uses the Brown screen between the legs. Contact. Foul call. They're not going to give him the continuation.
First foul in the last 2 minutes. That'll be side out for Boston with 52 and a half left. And a reminder that the NBA on TNT is brought to you by Scott.
Celtics going to inbound. 52 and a half seconds to play. 14 on the shot clock. Second quarter. Tatum with 10 seconds to get a shot off. Defended by Joseph. Uses a Cornet screen. Splits the defense. Passes the Cornet out to Pritchard. Short. Rebound Tatum. Goes up strong. Rejected by Carter Jr. Magic come up with the loose ball. Caldwell Pope gets it to Banchero. Euro step. Loses it off his own foot out of bounds. He pulled a Jaylen Brown. He wants them to challenge. Oh, Carter got Tatum on that one. I expect no foul calls if I'm Boston. Haven't got one yet. They're letting these guys play. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Tatum double teamed. They switch. He pulls up for three. Carter Jr. in his face. Jason Tatum splash cash money from downtown. Celtics up 5. Got to play D. Wagner, coast to coast, no good. Loose ball. End of the first half. Celtics end on a positive note. 53-48 Celtics at the half. Not much going the Celtics' way. Still finding a way to lead by 5. Oh, I hope Drew Holiday comes back soon. 53-48 Celtics at the half. Man. Magic are just a bad matchup for the Celtics. They have been. They have been for over 2 seasons now. I knew this was not going to go the way I thought it would. I knew the Celtics were going to struggle at times. Celtics have a habit of playing down to their competition as well. Like the teams that you think they wouldn't struggle against, they struggle against. I don't know why. I try to figure it out myself. There's a lot of teams like that. Like you look at the Nuggets struggling with the Clippers. Celtics struggle with the Clippers too. Just a bad matchup. For some reason, they match up well against certain teams. Look at the Knicks. Celtics beat the shit out of the Knicks. Swept them. Oh. Knicks can't do anything right when they play the Celtics. Look at the Lakers and the T-Wolves. Bad matchup for the Lakers. Lakers down 3-1 now. Coughed up a 10-point lead late. Some of these teams, the matchups just it looks like it's a fucking 6 versus 3 or a 2 versus 7, but it's really not. When you look at the matchups. I'm surprised the Celtics are playing the Magic style of basketball. Usually the Celtics play the Celtic style of hoops no matter what. Tatum with 15 at the half, Horford with 4, White with 7, Banchero with 18, Wagner with 10. I'm going to look at the box score quick. Porzingis had 13, Horford with 4, Brown with 8, Sam Hauser with 6. No points for Pritchard or Cornette because the Celtics aren't moving the ball. Corey Joseph 7, Pope with 3, Wendell Carter with 2, Isaac with 4, Anthony Black with 4. Anthony Black's 4 points came on. He went coast to coast with the ball, no one playing defense. Just very uncharacteristic of the Celtics, the way they've been playing. Shooting 27% from 3. Magic shot 11 free throws, 7 for 11. Banchero already shot 7 free throws. He's 4 for 7. Celtics shot 6 for 6. How does Carlos Banchero shoot more free throws than the Celtics combined? I'm just saying. Just saying. Magic shooting 33% from 3, 41% from the field. Celtics 8 turnovers. Jaylen Brown has 3 of them. Magic have 6. 2 from Banchero. 2 from Joseph. 2 from Cole Anthony. Oh no, excuse me. Those were fouls. 2 from Banchero. Rest of the team pretty good. Wagner and Carter with 1 apiece. Celtics just got to play Celtics basketball, man. It's not that fucking hard. Move the ball. Use your pick and rolls. Cut people to the hoop. That stagnant one-on-one shit is not the way we play. It's obvious. It never seems to work well for us. Ever.
Down. You got a 15-4 run, and then you botch a 4-on-1, and then throw it away, and then Boston scores on the other end.
Trying to get a dunk. Trying to get this. Come on, man.
Carter got to finish that.
You got to hard it, but got to finish that. Don't care who fault it is. You just keep it simple.
You got to get points out of that.
Keep it simple, stupid.
And not give them points on the other end out of that. And that started the 7-0 run for the Celtics. The American Express teammates, Kristaps Porzingis has got 13. Jason Tatum has got 15 in the first half. And
Tatum's got 15 points, 8 rebounds, 50% from the field. And I got people in the chat saying he's got to stop playing like a 5'11 guard. You guys got to get your fucking head checks. Tatum's got to stop playing like a 5'11 guard. He's got 15 points and 8 rebounds. I don't know many 5'11 guards that got 15 and 8 in the first half. Fucking people, man. Wake up.
I'm okay, but when you just stand out there and shoot
Stupid ass comments.
7-3, Chuck and I, we have a problem with that. And again, we have G19 classification when it talks about being big and playing the post. But I like the way he's playing today. Porzingis 5 out of 9, mixing it up. His strategy looks good today.
he was 0 for 10 from 3 going into this game for the series, has connected once.
Well, we talk about Porzingis, and we said this a lot. This will make the Boston Celtics, when they're healthy, the probable winner of the NBA championship. Because if you had to take a choice between Chuck, White, Holiday, Horford, or Pritchard, or Tatum, not even Tatum, or Brown, taking a shot, I'm not going anywhere. Or Brown, who would you want to take that shot? Well, I'm not gonna answer for you, Porzingis. You can name all of those guys, and then still, maybe their fifth or sixth option has 13 points at half. There's no other team in the NBA that can go down that deep and say Porzingis will be my fourth or fifth option. If he's on any other team in the NBA, he's a second or third option. And so that separates the Boston Celtics from everyone else.
53-48, that is your halftime score. The Celtics taking aim at a 3-1 lead in the series. No, it's impossible to go to the board when you got no picks.
No, but they don't know that. I'm just saying they look like they want to run.
He was ready.
I was ready. I was going to smoke you,
Listen,
little man.
Them shots ain't start working yet. You use that. They ain't start working. You got another month.
We'll be coming back with more on the American Express halftime report.
I got a text from the NBA
in just a second.
It said that Paxson 3 was really a 2, and we won the championship.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, I just got a text from the NBA.
Congratulations.
They corrected the call, Shaq. Congratulations. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Championship Chuck.
Cool it now, you got to slow it down. Ooh, watch out, you're gonna lose control. Friggin' Lakers fell short. Celtics trying not to do the same. The NBA will be pissed. Maybe the NBA wants new teams. I don't know. You would think they would want a Celtics-Lakers championship. It don't look like it the way they're calling it. I don't want the Celtics to win just because that's what the NBA wants. But anyone that says that the Celtics get all these calls and the Lakers get all these calls, don't look like it lately. Don't look like it lately. LeBron got hit with a late foul that cost LA the game today. Wild. Let's check out our poll. Can the Lakers come back down 3-1 to the Wolves? 71% of our voters say no. 39% say yes. 29%. Knicks come back down late. Want to see the box score of the Lakers game. Lakers, man, fucking blew it. Ugh. Hachimura had 23. LeBron had 27. Austin Reeves, 17. Hayes with 2. Luka Doncic, 38. Luka, 13 for 28. LeBron, 5 for 9. Pretty damn good. How many free throws did LeBron shoot? 18 free throws. Give me a fucking break. He got fouled fucking 9 times throughout the game when he was shooting. Fucking nuts. Rudy Hachimura took 16 shots and didn't get fouled once. There's no way you shoot the ball 16 times and don't get fouled only once. It just goes to show the inconsistency of the call. League-wide. No one on the Lakers bench scored a single point except for Dorian Finney-Smith. He was 2 for 6 from 3. 2 threes, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. 6.6 assists, 8 rebounds off the bench for Dorian Finney-Smith. Vanderbilt did absolutely nothing. Had 2 rebounds. Once you get out of the starting 5 with the Lakers, man, they're fucked. Naz Reid, 12 points, had a huge end of that game. Playing defense. Knocking down a big 3 late. Randall, 25. McDaniel, 16. Gobert, 5 points. Rudy Gobert is so overrated. I know he gets a ton of rebounds, but 10 rebounds, 5 points. Mike Conley, 2 points. 25 minutes. Anthony Edwards, 43 points. Played 44 minutes. 9 rebounds, 6 assists. Another one, 17 free throws. These guys live at the free throw line. Naz Reid, 12. Dante DiVincenzo, 8. Alexander Walker, 5. How many minutes did LeBron play? I know he played a ton of minutes. I watched most of the game. 46 out of 48 minutes for LeBron and Luka. And they've been playing a ton of minutes this entire series. Dorian Finney-Smith off the bench, 41 minutes. Austin Reeves, 35 minutes. Hachimura, 41 minutes. Randall, 43. McDaniels, 38. Edwards, 44. Oof. Still didn't play as much as Luka or LeBron. And their other bench guys, Naz Reid, 20 minutes. Quick 20 minutes, 12 points. 4 rebounds, 2 assists, plus 9 when he was in the game. Same thing for DiVincenzo, same type of deal. 8 points, plus 2. 5 steals, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. Huge defensive day for Dante DiVincenzo. The Timberwolves have a better bench than the Lakers. Quite obvious. Naz Reid's a stud. Naz Reid is probably right up there with Peyton Pritchard for 6th man of the year. Naz Reid is really, he might as well be a fucking starter. I bet he played more than Gobert, or damn close. Damn close. Gobert played 6 more minutes than him tonight. Usually it's the other way around. Come on, Celtics. Hold on, baby. At the half, Celtics lead by 5. Not a good half at all, though. They still look like shit. Lucky to be up. Celtics very lucky to be up right now. For some reason, when they play the Magic, they fall right into the Magic style of play. Drives me nuts. But the Celtics should be coming back on in the next couple minutes. Capitals are on tonight. What's that series at, Joe? I wish I could have watched some of that series. I've been so tired watching basketball. Basketball's been frustrating to watch. Especially, Celtics have been killing me. I'm not happy with how they're playing. I hope it's just that they're in a funk. The Magic have been tough on them. Like I said many times, the last couple of years, the Magic play them tough. Have there been any fights with the Canadians? I used to love watching the Canadians and Bruins play. There was always fights. Usually the Canadians ended up barely beating us. Up until very recently, anyway. Bruins make me sick. Ugh. Here we go, start of the third. Celtics lead by 5 with the ball. Tatum gets a double pick. Works through him. Good D by the Magic. Carter Jr. trying to press. Tatum drives by. Pull-up jumper. Short at the free throw line. Rebound Magic. Wagner comes across half court trying to push the pace. Celtics get back. Joseph trying to back down. White gets it to Caldwell Pope. Passes it right back to Joseph. Open 3. Splash. 53-51 Boston. Start of the third quarter, about a minute in. Here's Tatum. And they're going to say he traveled. Fucking refs, man, have been rough. I didn't see that one. I didn't see him do anything differently than anyone else does. Here's Joseph. Gets it to Caldwell Pope. They get it to Banchero. Working his way into the middle of the lane on White. Forces a shot. No good. Rebound blocked by Cornette. Magic come up with it. Put up a three. No good. Celtics back the other way. White to Brown. Nice pass. Open lane. Big two-handed slam for Jaylen Brown. Celtics go up by 4. Here's Banchero. Uses a Carter Jr. screen. Gets it back to him. Middle of the lane. Jump shot. Good. Here we go. Nice lay-in by White. Back up 4. Caldwell Pope puts up a 3. In and out. Rebound Brown. Gets it to Tatum. Pump fake. Drives. Euro step. Gets it to White. Open 3. No good. Oh, come on, D. White. You got to knock that down. No, don't get more open than that. Wagner pressing the action, and he's going to get fouled. Should be on the floor. 9:45 to go in the third. 57-53 Boston. Are you kidding me?
Come together to determine who the foul was on. It is going to be on Tatum. And they're going to call that I beg your pardon, that's a misstatement. Yeah, I think it was a misstatement. No, you're right. It was a transition take foul. I beg your pardon.
They're going to call that a transition take foul? Dude, the whole team was back on defense. He stopped the ball and fouled them. This fucking officiating is gotten out of control in the NBA. Caldwell Pope knocks down a free throw. The whole team was back on defense. How is this a transition foul? It's not like he had a clear lane to the bucket and was going to score 2. Wow. Fucking unreal, man. Celtics getting gaslighted at this point. Here's Banchero to the lane, high off the glass, up and in for 2. Of course. Brown back the other way, almost loses it. Finds Horford, they swing it around. White, short on the 3. Magic come up with the rebound. Fucking Celtics, come on, boys. What are we doing? Got to play some D now. Let the Magic right back in it. Brown giving Joseph tons of room. Almost pulled it, wouldn't. Al on Banchero. Passes to Joseph. 3, no good. Rebound White. A lot of contact. White doesn't get a foul call. Goes back to the lane. Gets smashed to the floor. Finally, they call one.
Derek White. And now teams come together here. KCP and Tatum.
Tatum is ready to get into it. Tatum's had it.
Pushing and shoving.
Why is the coach on the floor for the Magic?
Mosley out there getting his guys away.
Coach is not supposed to leave the bench, I thought. That's bullshit.
It's a very physical series, especially after game 1. Celtics don't back down from physicality, but even Jaylen Brown mentioned in his press conference after
enough's enough. Stop taking the Magic shit.
The refs did not control the environment.
Celtics have got to stop fighting back. They're just getting thrown around by the Magic. I fucking had it. Tatum finally makes his way in. Enough.
That covers all combatants. For Mark Davis, they'll take a look at the whole scene here.
Fucking bullshit.
I mean, Wendell Carter Jr. is a very strong guy, and he bumped him hard, but this is going to start being a flagrant foul, then I don't know what we're going to do in the playoffs, because we're seeing this 25 times a game in all of these playoff games. His arms don't come up. He bumps him with the body. Just because somebody falls down, it can't be a flagrant foul.
Wendell Carter.
Yeah, but when it happens 20 times in a row,
And then immediately.
when it happens 20 times in a row and you don't call a foul, and then people get pissed off, and then you blame it on the players, it becomes a problem.
This will be interesting, because a lot of these calls, I know they would disagree with this, but the building
It's the referee's
certainly has
fault
something
not
to do
controlling the
with
game.
what you've seen in the first few games and trying to get control of things. If I had to guess, I think they're going to end up calling this a flagrant
Yeah, he put his
foul,
arm
which I
out and
think's
smashed him.
ridiculous, but I think they just want to keep everything under control.
Yeah,
And if it's just a common foul, you'll retract your ridiculous.
these fucking guys, man. Celtics got to stop fucking getting mean. I already said what to do. Put in a scrub, beginning of a game, and have him clothesline a motherfucker.
Determined that Carter committed a common foul. Therefore, there are 2 shots awarded white. None of the elements of a flagrant foul were present in that there was no wind-up. Although there was some impact, there was no follow-through. 2 free throws.
There you go.
Outstanding.
You don't need.
Well, at least they finally called a foul. Holy shit. I put in the worst player on my team and say, when that motherfucking best player comes down, I don't care if you clothesline him WWE style. Take him the fuck out. We're done playing this bullshit. I don't care if you get ejected. I'll pay for your fine. Take that motherfucker out. They have split Kristaps Porzingis' head open. They have thrown Tatum to the floor, busted up his fucking arm. Enough's enough.
Playoff game number 2.
White misses a free throw.
From Mark Davis.
Guy that
Now
never
his
misses.
27th year in the NBA. NBA on TNT brought to you by Visible. Score fast speeds and great coverage with Visible. Boston by 1, White 1 more. Boston's first missed free throw, and White cashes in 1 out of 2. Celtics from the line tonight are 7 of 8. And they lead it by 2. We're just getting started here in the third quarter. The Celtics lead this series 2-1. Orlando won their first game of this series Friday night on this floor. And now trying to even the series as they go back to Boston. And Carroll gets stuck. 2 to shoot. Wagner's got to go. Puts it up. He's fouled by Tatum. No shot, says Andy Nagy.
He dribbles to the hoop, throws his head up before he even shoots the ball, and they call a foul. Oh, I hate to sound like this, guys, but it's you guys watch this fucking tape of this game. If you're not watching it live, I think it's fucking ridiculous. Holy shit.
Looking at that Boston bench, Kristaps Porzingis not even sitting on that bench right now. Something to watch.
Go,
here.
Tatum.
Here's Tatum.
Bump
Tries
and
to
one.
foul, and
Fucking
Tatum
missed the layup.
Going to the line.
Go to the line.
Lauren Jabbar
Go
telling
to the
us
hoop
that
every
Kristaps
fucking
Porzingis
time
is on
and
the
jam it down their
exercise
throat.
bike in the tunnel stand, so he's at least trying to prepare.
Make the fucking refs call fouls. Porzingis might be hurt now again. Oh God, they're working on him in the tunnel. He just came back out. Tatum knocks down the first. Tatum looks like a 5. Someone said a message earlier in the first half. Tatum looks like a 5'11" god in this game. He's got 16 points, almost 10 rebounds in the first half. 15 points, 10 rebounds. He's got at least 17 points right now. Almost 10 rebounds. Yeah, he looks like a 5'11" god, all right, with 10 rebounds in the third quarter. 9 rebounds, 17 points. The Jason Tatum hate has got to stop. You guys sound so fucking stupid. Here's Banchero working on Horford. Good D by Al. Good ball movement by the Magic. Joseph, open jumper, good. Magic moving the ball. Down by 2. 7:45 to go. Tatum back the other way. Misses a 3. Bad shot. Early in the shot clock. Magic back the other way. Banchero, mid-range jumper, no good. Tatum tries to tip it to Cornette. He can't come up with it. Banchero misses another jumper from the free throw line. Tatum throws it to Brown. Almost didn't see it. Wake up, Brown. Here's Brown, one-on-one. Jumper from the free throw line, good, luckily. Yeah, they don't even try to make the shot anymore, Jet. It's pathetic. They play for contact. Here's Wagner. Stolen by White. Saves it. Nope. They say he's out of bounds. Look at the replay on that one. Tough shot by Brown. That's his go-to, though. That crossover, get to the free throw line, double pump. TV timeout, Celtics up, I believe, by 4. Yeah, Jet, I told you, man. I try not to be, I don't like commenting on shit, people's personal shit, but I've been through enough of shit like that. I've seen enough dysfunction to have a good idea. At least based on what you tell me. Based on what you tell me about the situation you've been going through. I hate to say it. I wish I wasn't right. I wish I wasn't. I wish you guys could get along and figure it out. But usually people like that, everything you say about it gives me no hope in that shit working for you, buddy. I'm sorry, but it's just someone that's gone to tons of therapy and been through a lot of shit. I could just tell. Some people live for drama, man. Just like the people that come in here and comment and sound stupid. Start an argument no matter what we talk about. They fucking love that shit. Try to suck energy out of you any way they can. That's all it's about. They get off on that shit. They get endorphins from it. It still happens in my life. I can't control it anymore because of where I'm staying, but it happens here still. Everything will be great. Argument out of nowhere. For what? For nothing. Just to start an argument because I've been arguing for years. Oh, come on, Celts. I do not want to go back to Boston 2-2. If they go back to Boston, they automatically have to go back to Orlando. For a team that could use some rest. Not good. And let's not think, look at this is the Magic's championship right here. This is like playing in the NBA Finals for the Magic, playing the Celtics. Don't think it's not. Magic are giving their all.
Porzingis back on the floor. There is just 5 to shoot. They did not give Boston possession there with White, so 5 to shoot for Orlando. Wagner's got to go quick. He turns a corner, and Horford denies him.
Oh,
White is good going to the left as he is going right.
Boston playing 5-on-4, and Horford goes right to the block.
Turnover.
Carroll there defending. Joseph pushes.
Oh,
Wagner
no.
sets up
Another
three.
three.
He's got that
Fuck.
hit, but he finds
Fucking Wagner.
that three-pointer. It's a one-point game.
And you can see Orlando trying to push. They know they're going to struggle in the half court, trying to get out a little bit, which is not where they normally play, but they do have 11 fast break points tonight.
Brown going to work. Rises
Oh,
up
nice
over
shot,
Joseph,
Jalen.
gets the friendly bounce, and here comes Jaylen Brown. Brown now 6 of 14. He's got 14 points. He's got 8 rebounds as well.
Come on, C's. Dink. Nice steal.
Porzingis hits the deck.
Go, Boston.
And
Go.
Orlando turnover.
Go to the hoop, Tatum.
Tatum.
Nice tank.
Brings it in. Well, he delivers that contact
Tatum
so
with a
well,
nice
Jason
lay-in.
Tatum. It's subtle.
Well, and one thing is,
Celtics back up 5. 66-61. 5:30 to go. Banchero trying to work on Brown. Baseline. Good D by Brown. Banchero passes to Wagner. Drives to the middle of the lane. Nice pass to Carter Jr. No call. Rebound Celtics, and they call a foul late.
Spring loaded. Porzingis and Brown,
You
yeah,
got
got him on
fouled.
the wrist.
But call the call it
And free
early.
throws here for Wendell Carter Jr.
Miss it,
Jaylen Brown
motherfucker.
well
Miss it.
aware of it.
Miss
Mark
it. Miss it.
Davis, not a guy you want to give a lot
Miss
of grief
it.
to. You know, players, veteran guys should know. I mean, there's some referees you can get on, some you can say a lot to, and others, you better watch yourself. Mark Davis is certainly in that category.
Here comes Caleb Houston. He'll pick up Franz Wagner. There's Mark from the south side of Chicago. We've seen these battles before.
These referees think the
Carter
fucking crowd
signing
comes to
that
watch
3-year
them, not the
extension in
players.
October.
Missed the second. Rebound Tatum.
1 out of 2. I'll tell you, the Magic, they've had their struggles from the line. They're giving points away from the charity stripe. Just 9 of 14 from the free throw line.
Yeah, they can't afford that. It's tough
It's
enough
Tatum.
for them to score.
Jumper. No good. Bad shot.
Joseph the rebound. Here come the Magic pushing. A little bit out of character for them. Banchero.
Nice shot, Banchero.
Jumper. Banchero brings the Magic within 2. He's got 22. White for 3.
Yes.
Needed
Derek White.
His first made 3, Coach.
I mean, this is a guy who in game 1 had 30 points and made 7.
Horrible defense by Boston again.
Hammers it down with the left hand. Nice pass by Banchero.
3-point lead.
Banchero and Wagner both can score, and they both can create shots for their teammates.
Think about what we've seen from Banchero. He defends Horford in the post.
Come on, team.
He then dishes.
Gets it to Porzingis. No good from 3. Another bad shot.
Caldwell Pope.
Early in the shot clock.
Magic down 3. Joseph probing. And we'll give it to Banchero. A spin, Banchero.
Nice move by Banchero.
It's a 1-point game.
That's his favorite move. You see that a couple times.
Celtics got to get the ball out of his hands.
It's his trademark.
Double him, do
22
something.
years old.
Yeah, that's a good
A
call.
foul. Banchero fouls Tatum. Wow. Explosive here, Coach.
Great pass.
Celtics defense has been
And then
horrible.
Wendell Carter Jr. And then here, great right to left spin. Nobody gets over to help. Carries it all the way to the rim.
Think about Banchero at 22, Wagner at 23. Jalen Suggs, who had the knee surgery, is out for this playoff. He's 23. Those 3 only managed 97 minutes combined on the floor all season. But that's a great young trio to build around if you're the Magic.
Absolutely. And then you've got guys
Come on,
like
Brown,
Anthony
go.
Black and
No fouls? Holy shit.
Foul.
Another late
Jalen
call.
Brown goes to the basket, and he'll go to the line now.
These refs are
Look, Jim
terrible.
Brutman has done a tremendous job building this roster. It's sort of a
Terrible.
second rebuild for the Magic after they had the core, went to the playoffs a couple of times with Steve Clifford with coaching, and then with Vucevic, Evan Fournier, Aaron Gordon. And then when they just weren't making headway beyond that, decided to rebuild again, put together a very good young team. And if they can either make internal strides with their shooting or get them some shooting help, this team's got a chance to be really good.
That's a great call. Hey, you can download the FanDuel Sportsbook app today. Make every playoff moment mean more with America's #1 sportsbook. Magic still have not won a playoff series since the Stan Van Gundy-led Orlando Magic in 2010, the year this building opened. And they finished 7th into the play-in versus Atlanta. So they won a playoff series. They opened up this building that next season in October, and they haven't had a playoff series win since.
Yeah, I lost in the first round the next 2 years, so I started this whole thing.
And I was trying to give you credit for.
I know you were, but I just had to tell the
yourself
truth.
back in the hole.
Yeah, we lost the first round back-to-back years.
Carroll, checked by Brown. And Carroll, nifty dribbling right there, and a mid-range jumper short. There's Porzingis with the rebound. Jaylen Brown. And Harris defending, almost forced a turnover. Porzingis for 3, catch and shoot, it's true. Second made 3 for Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, when they get it going from 3, we know how hard they are to defend. And that's their best chance, is to get out in transition.
And Carroll drives, is fouled.
Here it is, scramble situation. They don't get to Porzingis. He knocks it down. Boston by 6.
Found it then.
Of course I did. Good one. This is the best, right? Wrong. Clorox measured people's brain.
Oh, shit. Fucking Paolo Banchero, 9 for 26, 24 points. That's terrible, dude. 26 shots, 24 points. I wonder how many free throws he shot. It's got to be over 10. How does he get so many fucking foul calls? And Tatum, Porzingis, and Brown all go aggressively to the rim and get none, or very few. That doesn't make sense to me any way you fucking cut it. You look at the Lakers game, same thing. Both guys get to the free throw line, though. Anthony Davis shot like 16 or 18 free throws. LeBron, like 16 to 18 free throws. How is there only one guy getting to the line out of everyone? I know he's been aggressive, but still. The amount of foul calls, it feels lopsided. Feels lopsided.
Giannis in the corner drives it either way, hitting the mid-range jumper, and we saw this one earlier. Great right to left spin into the basket, and now he's back at the free throw line for his 8th and 9th attempts of the night.
Getting to the line early and often in that first quarter. Had 12 in the first, 6 in the second. Now he's got 6 points and those 3 assists, as Coach mentioned. But the free throw line has been a problem. Banchero has missed half of his free throws tonight. He's 4 for 8. And overall, the Magic just 9 of 15 from the line.
Good, I hope he misses them all.
That is a big factor.
Mostly ticky-tack calls anyway.
Porzingis just hit the 3 and had to go back to the bench with his 4th foul. So guys who drive the ball like Banchero
Celtics
and
up by
Wagner,
5.
usually who put people in foul trouble, it's not just about the points you score offensively. It's about sitting guys like Kristaps Porzingis
Here's
on the
Pritchard.
bench.
Porzingis.
Tatum fakes the 3, gets his man in the air, dribbles, kicks out to Hauser, gets it back, 7 to shoot. Defended by Banchero, drives, pulls up, jumper. No good. Rebound gonna go out of bounds almost. Magic save it. Here comes the Magic the other way. Down by 5, Banchero uses a screen, spins, kicks to the corner, open 3. In and out, rebound Isaac. Magic keep possession. Joseph tries a 3, no good. Good D by Hauser. Jaylen Brown comes down with the rebound. They finally call a foul. Came down swinging elbows. At least someone's sick of being bullied.
The worst foul up ahead. Sam Hauser was on a breakaway. Brown just couldn't get a pass off though.
He got hammered too.
Jonathan Isaac hits him on the arm.
Free throws here.
Come on, Jalen, knock him
Jaylen
down,
Brown.
buddy. Fuck the Magic.
It's a big 2 minutes.
I hate Orlando.
Orlando to hang in this game like they did at the end of the first half, not let Boston get up double figures.
Way to go.
Upcoming NBA playoff schedule, Cavs and Heat game 4 on TNT tomorrow, and then Rockets Warriors. You can go to the NBA app or NBA.com.
Tell you what, the Rockets Warriors last night, Steph Curry,
With no Jimmy Butler.
Come on, Brown, knock it down.
gutsy effort by that entire team, but Curry again with just
Attaboy.
big shots.
Legend. We had game 2 of that.
Celtics lead 76-69. 2 minutes to go in the third. Here's Isaac. Gets the ball to Wagner. Sets a screen. Wagner uses it. Goes to the middle of the lane. Good D by Boston. Wagner loses it. Stripped by Cornette. Brown comes up with the ball. He coughs it up. Stripped by Isaac. Sloppy ball by Boston the last 2 games. Awful. Magic try a 3. No good. Good job by Pritchard to get a hand in the shooter's face. Here comes Tatum. Back across half court. Goes all the way to the rim. Finally gets a foul call. It's going to go against Black, I believe. Or Harris. Excuse me. It was Harris.
Third quarter was where Orlando
Come on, Jalen. Knock him down.
made hay
I mean,
in
Jason.
game 3. They held Boston just 11 points in the third quarter of game 3. Celtics scored just 34 in the second half.
Way to go, buddy.
Got 24 already here in the second half.
Different story tonight. Got a chance to go up 9,
Come on, Tatum.
just as the Magic
You need him.
had a chance to tie.
Well, and they're not exploding offensively, Boston.
Had a
But the
man.
Magic have hit another
Celtics go up 78-69. Minute 25 to go in the third quarter. Banchero on the bench, finally getting a break. Wagner back in the game, uses a screen. Kicks out to the corner, dribble penetration. Throws up a floater, good. Nice shot by Black. Lead back down to 7. Here's Brown working on Harris. Goes to the lane, almost loses the ball. Picks up his dribble, throws it out to Tatum by the Magic logo. 8 seconds to get a shot off. He's got a mismatch. He's going to try the step back. Gets his man in the air, puts it up. No good. No contact. Good D by the Magic. Bad possession by Boston. Wagner down by 7. 40 seconds in the third. Goes to the lane, throws up a sky hook, and it goes, my lord. Magic fucking hitting everything out of their ass. And there's going to be a foul probably on the floor against the Magic.
Andy Nagy saying prior to the gather, it will be 2 free throws.
2 shots for Brown.
Boston in the bonus. Gary Harris
Could have very easily been a shooting foul. Oh, he missed it.
Comes up short. It's only the second missed free throw for the Celtics tonight.
Brown had been 21 of 23 in the series before that. Free throw shooting has not always been great with Jaylen Brown, but he has been in this series.
Questionable for Game 3 Friday with a
Come on,
bone bruise in his
Jaylen.
knee. Dislocated finger on his left hand
Attaboy.
in Game 3. And Brown tonight,
6-point lead, Boston.
the 7th made free throw.
Boston goes zone right here after the free throws.
Not going zone. They're playing man-to-man.
8 seconds separating shot and game clock. Corner 3, no good, and a loose ball foul on Pritchard.
Oh, my God.
It'll stay on this end of the floor. Pritchard picks up his third.
You only draw these fouls if you're pursuing the ball hard on the offensive board. Anthony Black making a great effort there. That prompts Pritchard to try to block him out, but really to push him, and Anthony Black's at the free throw.
5-point game. Orlando down by 5 after the made
Black's
free
first
throw.
trip to the free throw line.
Miss it,
At
motherfucker.
9 points, just
Miss it.
13 minutes on Friday, but he and Cole Anthony
Knocked it
great
down.
defensive effort.
4-point lead, Boston.
Both were double
Celtics.
digits on the plus.
10 seconds to get a shot off. 10 seconds left in the half. Should have the last shot. They run a screen to Tatum. Gets the play he wants. Pulls up. Misses a jumper. That's the end of the quarter. Had an open player, too. I don't like how the Celtics aren't passing like they normally do. I think that's half of their problem. Getting a little too selfish at certain times. Somehow the Celtics lead by 4 to the fourth quarter. As horrible as they played. They have played terrible. Once again. They're just playing they're playing right into the Magic's hand. Playing right into the Magic's hand. No ball movement. No movement without the ball. Very stagnant offense. I don't like what I see out of Boston. Some bad habits in the last 2 games. How they're up by 4 points going into the fourth, I'm shocked. I'm shocked. 79-75, fourth quarter getting ready to start in Orlando. Tatum with 21, Brown with 19. Haven't seen much of Porzingis. I don't know if he got hurt or what, but he hasn't played much this half. He might not have played at all. Makes me wonder what's going on with him. They took him in the back and took a look at him. See if I can find anything out about him. Says he's still active for the rest of the game. See if there's anything under the news. Nothing. It doesn't seem like he's played so much here in the third going into the fourth. He did pick up a foul. That could be part of the reason. He does have four personal fouls. That could be why we didn't see him as well. Here we go, start of the fourth.
Coach, 4-point game heading into the fourth quarter. What are you telling these guys right now?
We got to do the little things. We got to knock down our free throws. We got to keep those guys off the glass and the transition baskets. They're getting too many easy ones. We got to make sure we finish possessions off and sprint back, get to these shooters.
Defensively, how do you slow them down a little bit here in the fourth quarter, especially keeping them off their perimeter shooting game?
Well, we got to get them inside the line, and then we got to do it without fouling. We got to keep our chest in front, make sure we're scoring up, but then contest without fouling each time.
Jamal, appreciate it. Good luck.
Thank you.
He waited a long time for his chance to be a head coach in the NBA. Jamal Mosley, he's one of the best in the league right now, doing a great job with his franchise.
Yeah, this is a very well-coached basketball team.
From the Magic, down by 4, start of the fourth. Drive to the hoop, nice play, up off the glass, strong move. Black gets it to go. Porzingis back in the game. Celtics up by 2, 79-77. Here's White, gets it to Tatum. White runs off a screen that he set for Porzingis. Pulls a 3, gets it to go. Derek White, cash money. Big shot for Boston. 82-77. Celtics back up 5, 11 minutes to play in regulation. Good D by Pritchard. White defends Black. Porzingis out on Isaac. Good D by the Celtics to start this quarter, it looks like. Wagner drives, kicks out. Black misses a 3. Rebound White. Tatum trying to get position down low. White looking for him. Gets him the ball right around the elbow. Pull-up jumper. Good. Jason Tatum. Tough shot. Ballsy shot. Celtics lead 84-77. Wagner, pick and roll, swings it cross court to Black. Screen from Isaac. Tries to set one again. Good D by White, doesn't allow it. Wagner trying to dribble on Porzingis. Step back 3. No good. Against Pritchard. Rebound Tatum. White keeps the handle. Comes across half court. Good job by Derek White. Kick it out. I like Pritchard on Wagner away from the rim. Here's Porzingis with the ball. 7 to shoot. Got his defender all over him, mugging him. Puts up a shot. How did he not get a foul call? Christ. Rebound Magic. The refs just not calling anything against the Magic. It's getting ridiculous. Wagner throws up a runner, gets it to go. Baseline on Pritchard. Celtics lead 84-79, 9:25 to go in the fourth. Celtics just got to keep playing. They're not going to get any calls. Derek White tries a 3, no good. Bad shot early in the shot clock once again. They've done that far too many times tonight. Here's Wagner working on White. Good D, kicks out. Oh, the Magic got away with a walk. Put up a jumper, no good. Tipped out of bounds by Pritchard. Can't come down with the rebound. You can't let Wagner get it going. Once he puts it on the floor and he gets a couple steps, he's going to the hoop. Banchero back in the game. Horford back in the game. Celtics lead by 5. 9:05 to play in the fourth. Magic with the ball, almost stolen by Porzingis. It goes out of bounds off Boston. Oh. Caldwell Pope comes back into the game, replacing Harris. Wagner drives to the hoop, throws up a prayer, gets it to go, and they call a foul. Come on. No one even fucking touched him. He just threw himself to the floor.
People going to the rim, and when he gets to his right hand, he finishes 3 contact consistently, and that is 5 fouls on Porzingis.
The sizable Magic front line going right at Porzingis, and
this
back
is
to
crazy.
the bench he goes. Now Horford will enter for Porzingis. Joe Mazzulla going small here. Remember, he started Cornette in this second half. Porzingis saddled with 3 fouls in the first half. He's put up good numbers, but he has been pushed to the bench in foul trouble.
2-point game.
Off a 3-point trip. It is a 2-point Boston lead.
Every time it looks like Boston's going to
run this fucking offense.
Orlando fights back.
Lights in a 3 in this quarter. Tatum gives it back to him. And now Caldwell Pope with the contact. Again, prior to the shot. That'll be side out.
That would have been a shooting foul if it was Wagner.
Well, one of the things that I was a little bit surprised to hear was how much Jamal Mosley put on to limiting a guy like Peyton Pritchard. And sure enough, the 2 wins in Boston, Peyton Pritchard had 33 points combined. He had 3 in game 3 and hasn't scored tonight.
White contact, no call.
Rebound on the Brown miss. Conversely, Joe Mazzulla said we have to get more from Pritchard. Wagner spins up and over Pritchard. Comes up short. There's Brown with a rebound.
Surprised they didn't call a foul.
Second, just great defensive possession by Peyton Pritchard.
Come on, Brown.
People are going to try to go at him because
It's
of his
Tatum.
size, but he stands his ground.
Tatum with black on him. Tatum a flurry of moves in black.
Hallelujah. And smacked him in the bad hand again. These motherfuckers know what they're doing.
If he got him on that wrist.
Of course he did. He slapped the shit out of him
That
on it.
wrist that was injured in game 1, knocked him out of game 2.
Dirty
Yeah,
motherfucking
that's a good call, Coach. That was a chop down.
Slapped the shit out of
I
him.
don't know if you'll like me telling this story or not, but when I came into the NBA as an assistant in Miami, and we had a guy who's still scouting for him, Keith Askins, one of the great defensive players in the league. And I remember him telling me once, we were out before the game watching guys shoot, and he was looking at guys with tape on, like
Way to go, Tatum.
Tatum has on his wrist, and he said, I would never put tape on. You know what that is? For a guy like me, I said, what? He said, that's a target.
That's a target.
That's a target.
That's a great call.
You know, he said, I'm going to hit that at every chance. And he wasn't
Way to go,
talking
Tatum.
about doing anything dirty. He was
Bullshit.
just talking about, like, you know, if we're in the normal thing, normal.
Yeah, he wasn't talking about doing nothing dirty, slapping a guy where he has tape on. Get the fuck out of here. These guys tell a story and they don't tell the real deal. It's a dirty move. It's a smart move, but it's a dirty move. Banchero right to the rim, lays one in. Celtics are afraid to play defense, I feel like. Here's Tatum up by 2, 7:30 to play. Screen from Brown, puts up a 3. Splash, Jason Tatum, big 3. 89-84 Celtics. Come on, boys, keep fighting. Fuck the Orlando Magic. Come on. Good D, and they call a blocking foul on Brown. Wow. This is getting bad.
is. Look at Anthony Black's too far back on Jaylen Brown and just lets Tatum step into it.
How do you defend if you're Boston?
Can recover 2 at 6'7", but Tatum is 6'8", and he gets that.
If you really look at this game right now, you've said it several times, it's a 5-point game, and Boston has made 5 more free throws than Orlando, despite only shooting 1 more. So, you know, a lot of simple things it comes down to in these games.
Come on, Celtics. What the fuck?
6 more field goal attempts as well. Both coaches focused on
Wagner, head full of steam, Euro step. No defense again.
Off the right foot.
No defense from the Celtics at times. Giving wide open layups. Every time they play some sort of defense, it seems like they get called for a foul. Jaylen Brown takes an off-balance jump shot. Rebound Orlando. 6:45 to go. Celtics up 3. Banchero crossover. Loses the ball. Surprised there wasn't a foul called. Tatum comes up with it. Working his way to the hoop. Lots of contact. No call. Takes it back out. He's got a mismatch. Pull up 3. No good. Horford battles for a rebound, being held, comes up with it, gets it to White, goes to the hoop, gets hammered, no call, and lays it in. Way to go, Celts. Keep fighting. 6:21. Timeout, Orlando.
By Derek White, he's looking. He's got his head up. He's looking to pass the ball both ways.
He got fucking hammered. They don't call a foul. Come on. Out of control.
Weight loss for so long.
I felt
Not
stuck.
even close with
But
the
Zepbound
call.
means change. Zepbound is for adults with obesity to help lose.
I'm sorry. I know I sound like a complainer, but it's ridiculous, man. The lack of calls the Celtics have gotten, it's you wonder why people are getting hurt. Seriously. Fucking out of control. And they go, oh, just a little bit of contact. Bullshit. Unfucking real. Celtics better hold on, man. 28 points for Tatum, 19 for Brown, 18 for White. Porzingis on the bench with 5 fouls. Tatum's got 3, Brown's got 3, Pritchard's got 3. Banchero's got 27, Wagner's got 22. Carter's got 7, Joseph's got 12. No one in foul trouble for the Magic. Obviously. Just saying. Oh shit, there's a new report out of that guy that man gets revenge on woman who attacked him. Lying about him being the father of a kid. Oh, we're going to have to watch this after. It's an update on the same kid we've been looking at for the last week or 2. That could be interesting. What, he finally won in court? He don't got to pay the bitch anymore because he's really not the father? And the court finally believed, hopefully? Or did the bitch come and throw fists with him? I can't wait to see that video. You watched it already? The same kid I've been looking into? Mark, oh, I can't wait. Don't ruin it for me, please. I'm going to watch it after the game with the chat. Whoever's in here. I just got the update from the Poor Man's podcast. Oh, I can't wait. I hope he finally don't got to pay her no money. Fucking that poor bastard. What he did was stupid, but it doesn't mean he should have to shell out money to that bitch. Fucking. I can't.
contest without fouling matters. We get those stops, we're on this break. Go finish on somebody. Just keep stepping into your shots with confidence. Let's go on a great run right now. Stop at a time, possession at a time. Let's go.
State Farm audio assist from Magic head coach Jamal Mosley. And here we go. Final six here of regulation. Game 4, Boston up 2-1 of this series. A series that goes back to Boston Tuesday night.
Oh, what a block by Al Horford.
Big Al. Al Horford is everywhere.
That's his 4th block of the night. Had 3 in the first quarter. Comes up with a big one there. Al Horford's not going to have huge numbers on the stat sheet tonight, other than the blocks. But he does a lot that helps you win games.
And Carroll faked the 3, kicks it. Wagner in the corner. Short. And look who's there for the rebound. Al Horford.
Come on, baby. Come on, Celtics.
A long time now in year 18.
Finish these dirty motherfuckers off.
Boston in the 4th quarter, 12 points. Tatum has 7.
Come on,
White has
Tatum.
5. Tatum fires a 3 over Carter. Short.
Bad shot.
And that was last touch by Horford as he goes crashing into the Magic bench. It'll be Orlando ball. 5:35 left in regulation. Boston's lead was 5 at the end of the half. And they're still up 5 here. Coming to the finish line here in game 4.
Come on, Pritchard. D up.
Magic with their starters on the floor. And the great duo of Wagner and
Good deep,
Carroll.
Pritchard.
And Pritchard almost forced a turnover. 9 to shoot here for the Magic.
I'll tell you what, Pritchard's ball pressure, full court and in the front court, is wreaking havoc on the Magic, a guy that we normally think of as a three-point shooter, but it's his defense right now that's making the impact.
Here's Joseph. Joseph sprays it out to Caldwell Pope.
Oh.
Now Pope with a 3. Corey Joseph playmaking for the Magic.
Corey Joseph
Two-point game.
12 points, 6 assists.
Go to the hoop. Move the ball.
KCP with a second
Come on.
Boston's lead down to 2. Brown finds Al Horford. Missed it.
Bad
Magic
shot.
on the rebound. The Magic
Brown should have went up for a layup.
take the lead here. Caldwell Pope with Brown on him. Finds Wagner, passed it up. Everybody's passing up 3s here for the Magic. Now 9 to shoot. Horford guards Carroll. Inside. Wagner off 1 foot. In and out.
Oh, my God.
And we are tied at 91.
Celtics are going for everything.
His offensive rebounding has been key. There it is. He had 6 offensive rebounds the other night. Got away with a little push.
Yeah, a little push. Got away with just a little one. Fucking dudes get away with murder. This is one of the fucking worst officiated games I've ever seen in my life. Terrible. Oh, just a little push. I love when Van Gundy says that shit. Just a little push here and there. Just a little push. Threw the guy on the ground, got a rebound to tie the game. Been doing it every game for the fucking playoffs. How much of a fucking favorite were the Celtics tonight? I wonder. Vegas doing a little bit of fucking work on us. It's too late to see odds. No bets available for the Celtics tonight on ESPN Sportsbook. At least right now, late in the game. Crazy. I've never seen a fucking more one-sided officiated game in a very long time. Very, very long time. I know I'm probably a Celtics fan and I'm a homer, but this is pretty bad tonight. Pretty fucking bad. And the Celtics are playing right into Orlando's game. That's half the problem. Not running their offense like they normally do. Not playing defense like they normally do. You can only not play well for so long until it gets exposed. I think the lack of calls is getting to Boston. I think Orlando roughing them up is getting to them. Got to fight through it.
Presented by PayPal. A reminder when we're done here in Orlando, stay tuned for Game 4, Pacers and Bucks, and the Wisconsin native Tyrese Halliburton in Milwaukee against the Greek Freak with the Pacers up 2-1 in that series. Bucks coming off a winning Game 3. Coming down to crunch time here at the Kia Center in Orlando. 4:16 remaining. First time we have been tied since late in the second quarter. It is Boston ball. A little full court pressure here for show for the Magic. And the starters are back on the floor for both teams now. That includes Porzingis, playing with 5 fouls.
You got him.
Up top, Porzingis.
Oh, no foul? Should be
and
one. What a play by Porzingis.
With the hammer and a chance at a three-point play.
Better be a foul on that. Porzingis missed an alley-oop. Gets the rebound and throws it home with someone fucking underneath him, hacking him as he gets thrown to the ground, and Orlando's all pissed there was a foul call. Hallelujah.
This by Banchero. Coming out of that timeout, Porzingis returning to the floor. And a chance for a three-point trip down the floor.
Come on, Zingis.
And Boston is up 3.
Need to stop.
Magic went +3 with Porzingis on the bench after he picked up his 5th foul. Caldwell Pope.
Come on, defense. Come on, defense.
Carroll is screen. Now they get the switch. And now
don't fall.
Taking on White. Little hesitation. Jump
nice
shot
D.
Good.
Way to go, Brown. Don't foul these guys.
Great size advantage, but I'm not going to try to get a switch.
Nice play by Brown. He gets fouled.
Brown goes to the basket, is immediately fouled. And now Boston on the attack. More free throws here for the Celtics.
Come on, Celtics.
Won that battle tonight. 19 for 21 from the line is Boston. Meanwhile,
come on, Jalen. Keep fighting, baby.
From the free throw.
Fight that.
14 foul for the Magic as well. Celtics being the bonus the rest of this fourth quarter.
Way to go.
Well, Joe Mazzulla said before the game he wanted to take care of the ball. 21 turnovers the other night, only 10 tonight, 7 of those in the second
Big
quarter.
free throw by Jalen.
He said he wanted to rebound the ball better.
Come on, need this one too.
He's doing that tonight, only 7 offensive rebounds for the Magic.
Need them all.
And he didn't want to foul as much, and now they've been to the line more than Orlando has. So getting accomplished what he wanted in those areas.
5-point lead, Celtics, 3:25 to go, fourth.
Tatum's got 21, and that is going to be a timeout, Magic.
Orlando calling timeout.
So Orlando just sneaks one in with 3:21 left. 96-91, Magic with the ball, down 5 when we come back. It's playoff time in the NBA. All eyes on you.
Fucking Celtics having major problems with the Magic. Christ. Come on, Celts. The referees give this game away. I'm going to fucking lose it. I got a fucked up feeling the refs are going to stab the Celtics again before it's over. I got a fucked up feeling. I got a fucked up feeling about this way this game's going to end. 96-91 Celtics. Up by 5, 3:21 to play. There's a whistle. They just inbounded the ball. No one touched anyone. They said Al Horford stepped on the line, defender in the inbound play for a fucking delay a game. Oh my God. I fucking could feel it in my bones. You gotta give me a fucking break. Oh, his foot was on the line. He was on the line. It was out of bounds. Fucking God. So, Magic with the ball, down by 4. Here's Banchero trying to work on Horford. Good D by Al. Kicks it to the corner. Good job by Porzingis holding his ground. And, of course, my fucking stream wants to buffer. And I don't know what happened. I see the Celtics with the ball. Tatum knocks down a jumper, or he got fouled. It's 98-92. Boston, 2:19 to go.
Jamal Mosley will take a shot at this, challenging the call. Tatum going to the line for 3 if it doesn't go his way.
That unrelenting pitch, when moderate to severe.
My stream fucked up. I apologize. I guess the Celtics got a rebound. Went back the other way. Franz Wagner missed a 27-foot shot. White got the rebound. And there was a shooting foul, it looks like, on Tatum. 2:18 to play in the fourth. Holy shnikes. Let's see what the call is.
Fighting a challenge. Look at this. 32 30-point playoff games.
Pass Havlicek. And he's got back-to-back 30-point games.
Yeah, Tatum's a bum. He's got 32 games with 30-plus points in Celtics playoff history. The only guy above him is Larry Bird with 43. Tatum's played a few less games. Just a few. But he's a bum. People are fucking nuts.
As they work on his legs there.
Upon review, it has been determined that although there was some hand-to-hand contact after the ball was released, there was illegal contact to left shoulder of Tatum prior to him returning to the floor. Therefore, this is an unsuccessful challenge and a foul. Tatum will shoot 3 free throws.
Wow.
There you go.
Celtics finally get a call. Refs finally get one fucking right. Tatum's going to shoot 3. Yeah, you can't fucking hit him shooting a 3 in his arm. Can't land in his fucking landing zone. Oh, Jet, I'm sorry. I sound like a broken record. But I know I'm a Celtics fan. I know I probably look at things a little bit biased. But from my honest opinion, this has been horrible, this game. The last game was bad, too. The whole series has been bad. But this has been really fucking bad. Really bad. Like, I get it. Like, I'm probably being a little dramatic being a Celtics fan. It just doesn't fucking... I watched the whole fucking series. Every second of it. Just about. It seems lopsided. Tatum knocks down 2 of the 3 so far. We'll find out what he can do here on this third one. 192 Celtics, 2:19 to play. Make it 101-92, 9-point lead. Come on, Celts. No, do not foul them shooting.
Game 1 of this series.
Do not foul them shooting.
22 cents.
A championship finishing kick by the Celtics. They're on a 10-1 run.
Banchero, nice shot.
Able to score it as we go to the 2-minute mark in regulation. 7-point Boston lead with the ball. Boston getting very little production.
Come on, you got to set up a play.
Hauser has scored, but their starters have
go right by him, Tatum.
Tatum leads away with 33. Take it on Wagner.
There you go.
My goodness.
Oh, he missed the layup.
He missed the layup. It was an incredible move. But he
Oh, my God.
Magic with a chance. Banchero spins.
Good D. Al Horford, another block.
Horford secures it. Now White in trouble in the backcourt. Trying to get a timeout. Did he get it off?
Yep.
No, 8-second violation. As soon as it hits 15, it's a whistle. Mazzulla thought, well, we have the timeout.
Trying to get a timeout.
Celtics turn it over. First turnover of the quarter for Boston.
Wow. Stupid ass play again by Derek White.
Desperation mode. They got to go quick. Down 7.
Need to stop, Boston. Come on.
That does not shoot the 3 well.
Need to stop.
Banchero. A lot of time ticking off the clock here. And Banchero.
Steal by Al. No, loses it.
Back. That was Harris.
Out of bounds, Boston ball. Good call.
By Harris.
First good call all game. Second,
A lot
maybe.
of bodies in the paint. The Magic can't do anything with it. Peyton Pritchard races to the scorer's table.
We wanted another ball handler in the game. And this was crazy loose ball. Everybody battling.
Go to the ball.
Pritchard. Let's see what the call is. Deflected and Boston ball.
Wagner ran into him. No call again. Come on, Celts. Get it across half court.
And White.
Nice pass to White.
Secures it in the front court. Under a minute to go. Horford in the corner. No good.
Rebound, Pritchard. Hold it.
Pritchard's a great
Hold
offensive
it.
rebounder for his size.
Fucking Brown almost put up a 3.
Tatum. KCP on him.
Yeah, KCP all over him. And then he pushes Tatum after. Check him up.
Gives him one back. And I think Tyler Ford's going to call a double T on Tatum and Caldwell Pope.
How does Tatum get called for a tech on that? He walked away and Caldwell Pope hits him with an elbow. How does Tatum get a fucking tech? That's bullshit. Stop kissing the Magic's ass.
Here in the arena, they're very happy right now. Tatum got a little push off there. Clear foul by Caldwell Pope. And he bumps him.
Oh, come on.
A whole lot of nothing.
Way to go, Tatum. Tell him to go fuck his mother.
Celtics.
Tell him to go fuck his mother, Tatum. Tatum's running his mouth now. Good for him. 34 points again tonight. 14 rebounds. 10 for 25. All beat up. Hits another free throw. 103-94 Boston. I fucking hate the Magic.
But Brown and Tatum remind them who's been in this position more often with the title to show for it as Ben Carroll lays it in. 7-point game. Pritchard knifing his way into the front court, and he is fouled.
Good man,
Big
Pritchard.
Timeout. Joe Mazzulla. 33.8 left.
Yeah, exactly, Mark.
Celtics trying to fight.
That's why I say Mazzulla should have put in one of the scrubs like Tillman or the big man down low, the big black kid from Portugal. Even though he can be useful, I'm surprised the Celtics haven't played Ketter at all. I put Ketter in because he's not going to get bullied. He don't put up with that shit. Put Ketter in there. The game's almost over. Smash someone in the head with a fucking elbow. See how they like it. Seriously. It's not like the Celtics haven't tried to fucking not make it that way. Got fucking the Magic beating up Porzingis, beating up Brown, beating up... They fucking beating on the whole team. What, are you going to be a fucking victim? No. Fuck that. Fuck that. I'd rather go to jail than be a victim. Fuck that. I'd rather live to see another day than fucking die because of some asshole. Same thing in basketball. Same thing in sports. Fuck that. It's just like when fucking... what's his name there? Antonio Brown got destroyed by Burfitt from the Bengals. Fucking next chance the Steelers got, fucking Schuster Smith took that dude's head off. Rightfully so, because Burfitt was a dirty prick. Well, what the fuck else can they do, Arturo? Like, what do? You're trying to play the game the right way, and people are just beating the fuck out of you. Your centers has stitches in his head. Tatum's got a fucked up wrist now. Brown's playing hurt. What other choices do you have but to still keep getting beat up? Fuck that. I'd put Ketter in. The next time you go up and you get a rebound, you come down swinging those fucking elbows. Whoever's in the way, let him have it. I don't care if you get suspended for the fucking next series. We're going to fucking show people you're not going to bully us. We're not going to be bullied. 105-96 Boston, 20 seconds to go. Wagner, coast to coast for a layup. Celtics inbound right away to Pritchard. He gets fouled. No. Tipped out of bounds by Orlando.
Wagner with 24, Ben Carroll with 31.
Fuck that victimhood shit.
Scoring from those two. Even in a
we're not
game
getting beat
Boston
up no
made just
more.
9 threes. Once again, this time limited the turnovers, handled the boards, handled themselves at the free throw line.
Yes.
And vice versa.
When Boston can win with their defense, they don't need huge offensive nights to win games.
It's one of the real strengths of this team. They can win in a lot of different ways.
Celtics had a horrible defensive night and still hold Orlando to 98 points. And they lived at the free throw line.
Digit three-point makes, and they've only taken 31. They average 48 a night. I like the game plan. I like the Orlando defense, but Boston, just too many weapons.
And the Celtics doing it without Drew Holiday. We'll see about his status. That's a big story going back.
The Boston Garden's going to be pissed off in Game 5. It better be. That place better be loud, angry. If I was at that fucking game, I'd be throwing shit at the Magic bench at the end of it. Oh yeah, I would. I've had enough. The fucking team don't want to do nothing. I'm throwing a soda at the end. I don't care if it costs $10. I'm throwing a fucking soda bomb. Fuck that shit. No one else wants to take things under control. Someone should. You're gonna at least wear a soda. That's what I said. That's what I said, Mark. Say, listen, I need you to do something for me. These fucking guys ain't sticking up for themselves. We need them to win. I need you to fucking do this for me. Like a mafia don. Listen, just come down, throw an elbow here and there at the end of the game. Make sure you don't hit no one in green. Make sure you only hit someone on Orlando. He ain't going to get in no trouble. He's going to get a fucking technical foul. Maybe thrown out of one game or two.
Ben Carroll with consecutive
107.
games scoring 25.
98 Celtics, 11 and a half seconds to go.
Tracy McGrady and Shaq for the franchise record for most consecutive playoff games with the Magic, achieving 25 points or more. But it's going to come in a loss tonight, and that'll do it. The Boston Celtics,
fuck you, Magic.
champs,
You suck cock.
back with some bite, and they win on the road, and they go up 3-1 in this best of 7.
Fucking douchebag.
Closing the game on a 16-7 run after the Magic had tied it with 4 minutes left. That'll do it for us.
I wonder what the line was on this game. I really do. I wonder what the line is on tonight's game before it started. Celtics won by 9. I wonder what it was. They didn't pull away until late. I can't stand the fucking Magic, man. Fuck them. And fuck that referee crew. That was pathetic tonight. I'm sorry. I know I'm a Celtics fan. I'm sure there's a couple of fouls that I'm wrong about. Maybe I'm being a homer. I don't know. It just seemed very fucking lopsided again tonight. Very, very lopsided. It seemed lopsided the other night. It makes me feel like they're trying to get more games to make money. Like, yeah, we're just going to try and make it so, we can get another game or two. Celtics got to finish this out, game 5. I do not want this thing going 7. Celtics should be out of here, going home and chilling out. They should have won the last game, too. Google Overlord said -7.5. Thank you, Jet. Yeah, it was probably somewhere in between 7 and 10, depending where you looked. Fucking nuts. Porzingis is having a big game. He picks up 3 fouls in fucking less than 2 minutes. Doesn't get to play any of the fucking second half, really. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too much of a Celtics fan. It felt super lopsided. There we go. Pacers and Bucks getting started. I want to look into this video that I just got on my feed. About the kid we've been following who found out he wasn't the dad. He was accused of being he was accused of getting a girl pregnant. He thought he got her pregnant. The girl said she didn't want anything to do with him other than for her to get him pregnant. We've been looking into the story for weeks, and it all came out that he wasn't the father, and he's been paying child support and letting her live at one of her Airbnbs. I got another video on this story that we've been looking at. I figured we could check out now. They don't want blowouts. TV ratings go down quick. There's always a point when the whistle starts heating up to... Yeah. I wouldn't doubt that's part of it, but what the fuck? I want to see the real deal. Let's see who's really fucking better without the refs. I'm so sick of fucking... the more I watch everything, I feel like everything is Hollywood. I really do. Look at what happened at the NFL draft. That shit wasn't a coincidence. That was to drive up ratings and shit, I'm sure. No one would have watched that draft into the third day if Shedeur Sanders was drafted. It makes me wonder, did they cut a deal with Shedeur Sanders? Like, hey, we're not going to let you get drafted until late to drive up ratings. And we'll paint it like you're the bad guy. Do you mind? We'll give you $5 million. No one's going to know. I'm sure shit like that happens. I bet it does. You know what I mean? The ratings were huge for it, Jet. I think you say all the time, nothing's a coincidence. I don't think there is many coincidences anymore. Like, what better way to drive up ratings, right? Have a number one pick fall to the 5th or 6th round. No, I don't know, but like, what else could it be, man? Nothing horrible came out that made it look like he should have fucking slipped that far. If something was up the minute the draft was over, they would have released that information. Yeah, and the minute he got drafted, no one watched it anymore. I hung around for a little bit, but I didn't hang around too long after myself. Why would you? There was everyone that was really anyone had been drafted at that point. But let's check this out. Man gets revenge on woman who attacked him. The story gets worse. It always gets worse when you're dealing with when you're dealing with someone taking advantage of you or using you, the stories always get worse. Or someone that loves dysfunction. It never gets better. Yeah, who the fuck knows, Jet? Maybe one day we'll find out. Probably not. We still don't know why Bill Belichick fucking sat Malcolm Butler going into the Super Bowl against the Eagles, and the Patriots barely lose, give up 50 points, and Malcolm Butler played 98% of the defensive snaps that year. And all they say is Bill Belichick had a personal issue with him. Fucking nuts. Nuts. Well, let's check this out. We've been watching this story for a while. I know at least you guys will like it. Let me turn off the green screen. Celtics with a big win. Yeah, I don't trust no film. I have no desire, Mark, to date. I'm so afraid if I meet a girl that wants to be bothered with me. I doubt anyone does right now. I'm all fat and beat up and been depressed, but man, even I don't know how to trust right now. I don't know how anyone could, especially this dude. But let's see what else has come out in this story.
I'm telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is...
Oh, Brett Faley. Guy Nugent. That's probably his ex. You fucking liar. You were hungry for money. This is not what it seems, but you make it such a big deal. Oh my God, are you really human or are you an alien? God knows, so be careful. The man upstairs will get you soon for everything you do. Praying for you. I don't know if Guy Nugent or Guy Wynn is his ex or one of her family members or her friends, but this is fucking nuts. I can't wait to see this. I hope things go well for this dude. He's obviously not the father if he's got DNA tests that says he's not.
Not real.
Maria's mom's now saying alien. Anyways, this entire web starts with 3 people. Me, Maria, and Brian Dale. Brian Dale, married at the time. Maria, sleeping with him anyways. And then there's me.
Oh, and for people who have not seen the story yet, I'll leave a link in the pinned comments to the playlist with all of the parts in order. You got to check out this full story. I mean, this stuff should be on Netflix. So basically, this guy was 24. He met a woman that was in her 30s, and during a one-night stand, she said she wanted to have a kid. So he did what he did, assuming that he would just be a donor. Eventually, she reneges it and says, I do want you to be there. I don't have anybody else. I want you to be the father. He goes after the birth, signs legal documents that says he's the father. He becomes a father, gives her about $55,000 over the course of a couple of years, lets her stay in the Airbnb, and that was a couple of years. And then later on, he finds out that the kid isn't his. He has paternity tests, but he's been fighting in court because he's still paying child support, even though he has 2 paternity tests saying that he is 100% not the father of the child. So not only is she a hoe, but she a crazy hoe.
Yep.
Which is insane. So you guys got to go check out the full story if you haven't seen it. I'll leave a link in the pinned comments and in the description to the full playlist in order. Let's get back to it.
Here's what people aren't understanding. Maria asked us both to get her pregnant. Sperm donors. Both of us. But she told me that I was the only one. And that wasn't true. Obviously. She got pregnant in June 2021. And during that window when she conceived, I wasn't even around.
Wow.
I didn't seem to be. So the question is, did he know the truth the entire time?
Hell yeah.
Or did she lie to him too? That's how this
He
starts.
should pay you back.
One lie that turned into a full-blown web. Amanda's next. Maria's best friend for years. Her husband Julian was connected to Brian, Maria's actual baby daddy, right around the time she got pregnant. We know that at a minimum, Brian sold Julian, Amanda's husband, a boat. We think that they were friends, and we know that their connection overlapped the same time frame that Maria's hiding who got her pregnant. And we think they kept Maria secret, maybe Brian's too. But it didn't stop at silence and secret keeping, because once we started speaking out, they really turned on us. Amanda began harassing Hadley online, Julian was threatening me directly, and it escalated to a point where we've now pressed criminal charges against both of them.
Okay, if there's one AI site builder you need to meet.
Yeah. He had to press charges on everyone for harassing him. This bitch has everyone fighting for her, thinking she's fucking really not lying.
Next.
Crazy.
We were really close until she started dating Brian. And just like that, Maria flipped. Maria started messaging her ex-husband. She tried to help him take her kids away from her. All because she was dating the guy that Maria had been lying about for years. And while they're together, we believe that Brian told her the truth, that Maria had asked him to be a sperm donor. Here's another connection. I'm not sure if it means anything yet, but I'm going to mention it anyways. Maria's former best friend, she was last year's Mardi Gras queen, and Maria's boyfriend's ex, stay with me, is the current queen. This isn't just a title that they hand out to anyone. This is a prestigious title, and it means a lot in our small town. And we heard that this year, Maria had been trying to be the queen herself. Maybe some small town bullshit. Maybe it's something else. I don't know. I'm sure women would have a better perspective on this. Which brings us to this part of the web, Maria's boyfriend. Maria started dating Ryan around the same time I started dating Hadley. She told me that Hadley couldn't be around the kid, while some guy that I've never met was around the kid constantly.
Yeah, when you look at like DV statistics against kids, they skyrocket when there's a stepfather in the house, for boys and girls. So if for when stepfathers are involved, DV is far more likely. Not saying that it's going to happen, because it hardly ever happens, to be completely honest. But the chances are significantly higher when there's a stepfather in the house, for sure.
Troll freak shit, but that's just Maria. Michelle, Maria's cousin, is next. You've seen the videos, you've seen the lies that she spread. She didn't just defend Maria, she made it personal. She tried to get me and my girlfriend canceled, that's why she's here.
Wow.
Hadley's ex is next. Maria started commenting
What
on
up,
photos of
Cannon?
their kids, trying to get close to his family. Same pattern as her former best friend. It's fucking weird. And the former best friend is the one who completes this web. Because after all of this, but before I found out the truth from the DNA test, Maria's former best friend got pregnant by Brian Dale also. He had his first kid with his ex, He got Maria pregnant in 2021 and Maria's former best friend in 2023. Brian was also hanging out with Maria in 2022. So we know that he...
So this dude's knocking up all these girls. That's fucking crazy, dude. And then they got other guys paying for his child support. This is like some weirdo cult shit. This is fucking devious. Oh my God, Brian, fucking Mark. Holy shit. Is that what this basically is, Mark? So this dude was knocking down everyone's chick and not getting them, and then he was getting away with someone else paying the child support for all these kids because he was going through a divorce and didn't want to get caught for adultery. Oh my goodness.
He knows at a minimum that Maria had a baby 9 months after sleeping with him. So here we are.
Oh my God.
Almost every piece is in place, but there's still some things that aren't adding up. If Maria cared enough about Brian to try and ruin her best friend's life because she dated him, and she went to him immediately after I got a DNA test, why even...
He's knocking up all these chicks while he's married, with a newborn that he's married to, going through a divorce, and he's got other guys paying for the child support, and it's all tied up with small town popularity. All these girls end up being like the Miss Mardi Gras for this town. It's probably political as well, and I'm sure people with money or influence. This is fucking sick.
Involved me in the first place. If she was just trying to extort me for money, how many people knew about it and said nothing?
Exactly. I mean, and you got to think about it. They in a group chat right now.
Yeah, it's extortion. Absolutely.
This seems choreographed. They in a group chat right now talking about this, how they going to go on the post and say, well, I guess, you don't really need a conspiracy if interests align. Right, so they're all trying to get this Brian guy to avoid accountability because if he's held liable in the state that he's in, his wife can take 100% of his holdings in his business. So that's why they're trying to avoid accountability.
That's why they're avoiding accountability is absolutely right. This is what I said about this video when we were watching it the last time. In Louisiana, if you are caught messing around on your husband or wife, that person is awarded everything. Rightfully so. And then these people are tied up in business with the guy that was knocking up all these girls going through the fucking divorce. Because it's going to cost everyone their livelihood and cost him everything for being a sleazeball. Rightfully so. Wow. And then he's got this dude and potentially other men paying his child support. Wow. Talk about a psychopath.
From him. So I guess if all of their interests align and they're all trying to protect him, you don't really need a formal conspiracy because it kind of all aligns.
But no one I'd be willing to send death threats to and risk jail time. And sorry to all my...
This goes to show you women don't want nice guys. They don't want a nice guy to take care of them. They want some dude that just pounds the shit out of them, treats them like shit, that they got to chase around. And maybe try to have a good-looking baby with. Like, oh yeah, we can have good-looking babies. And that baby daddy shit, baby mama shit, why people call the person they have a child with a baby mama or a baby daddy is the most uneducated, disgusting. I don't have children that I know of. I would never call my kid's mother, even if I found out tomorrow I had children I didn't know about. I would never just call her my baby mama. That shit is like just... That's why people have no respect for each other. Baby mama, baby daddy. Like, no, it's my child's mother. It's my child's father. You make it sound like fucking... America's become one big ghetto. It's pathetic. That was something you used to only hear in the hood. Now it's like... people think it's cool. I never thought that shit was cool. I always thought people that said it sounded like a fucking goofball. I still do. Like, how much could you have cared about that girl you were with if you call her your baby mama? How much do you care about those children of yours if you call her your baby mama? Or baby daddy? How do you think it makes the kids feel? when they hear you call their mom or dad baby mama, baby daddy. It's just, it's fucking vile. I think it's pathetic. More broken pieces of society. People having kids out of wedlock has been out of control forever too.
My cousin's out there, but I'm not going to publicly harass you over your lies either. Even Brian's ex, we felt bad for her because we thought that he cheated on her. And she's now in my comments calling me a clout chaser and a liar because she's claiming Julian and Brian have no relation to each other. I don't know about you guys, but this post looks like Julian and Brian have some relations to me. Just maybe, I don't know. So my question is, why are all these people so dead set on silencing me? And why are they protecting each other? Because it seems to me that they've all...
Yeah, but why do you call her your kid's baby mama, Arturo? Like my baby mama, like that, I don't know. I don't get why people call their kids' parents baby mama, baby daddy. I think that shit is bogus. Like, it's a lack of respect on everyone's part.
Really?
Oh, Joy, you're always on the move. You're a baker and go-getter.
Really done each other wrong here. And then Amanda just said this, that I was so close to the truth. Poor guy. What does that even mean? Small towns talk. 3 years of silence is telling. We're in real time now. Hadley and I have gotten this far, but we still have those questions I just asked, and we can't figure them out. I'm going to take y'all over what happened in court next, and hopefully we have some mugshots.
Okay.
But I really think y'all can help me figure all this out.
Hey, Brett, give me a call. It's Norris. I'm not down for this made for Hollywood shit or whatever it is you got out there. I'm not that kind of lawyer. I don't do shit like that. I don't want to represent you anymore.
Well, what kind of lawyer are you? What kind of lawyer isn't looking for their big moment to have their big break in such a public case where the person that you're defending is obviously innocent because you literally have DNA evidence? I think this is weird. Like, this is a level of bias.
Yeah.
Where a lawyer is literally leaving a case because a man is presenting his case.
Why are you leaving the case? The kid solved this fucking whole thing for you and you don't want to defend him? He's probably in bed with the people that have power that these people are attached to. His own lawyer's ditching him. His lawyer probably got threatened by someone or something. Or he's in bed with the people. This is fucking crazy. I gotta rewind it. I did not expect this coming. Wow.
What kind of lawyer isn't looking for their big moment to have their big break in such a public case where the person that you're defending is obviously innocent because you literally have DNA evidence? I think this is weird. Like, this is a level of bias where a lawyer is literally leaving a case because a man is presenting his case to the public and getting millions of eyes on a case where he is obviously innocent in said case. This would be your moment to prove your value. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity if you're a lawyer to get a certain amount of exposure that you may never get an opportunity to get in your life. So the biggest loser, if he chooses to withdraw, which it says here, if he chooses to withdraw, he's the biggest loser. He played himself, really.
What an idiot.
You all want to know that I went in court. Does she have to pay me back? If you think that voicemail is bad, wait until you find out what happened in court. As you all know, I filed a fraud lawsuit on October 4th. I was asking for child support to end, to be taken off the birth certificate, and I wanted my money returned that I had paid her, plus attorney's fees and emotional damages.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the thing you really need to keep in mind as you watch this. Mississippi has a law that you only have 1 year to do a DNA test.
Oh, my God.
Child support forever. Wow. I was on year 2. The only way out of it is to prove paternity fraud. And proving fraud is almost impossible. So I was looking at 19 more years of child support for a baby that wasn't even mine if I lost in court. On October 9th, Maria filed an emergency restraining order on behalf of her and the baby. She implied the DNA test was false. Which, Maria, shame on you for doing that after what I just found out you did the day before. I'll tell y'all what we found out soon. Someone we thought was innocent is not. Anyways, now I have no
one of your buddies was stabbing you in the back.
I removed all of my social media posts.
That's so crazy. It's so crazy how the man always gets the gag order and the woman is just allowed to go make up any story that she wants, even if he has tangible evidence. That's insane to me. So she could just go around the world slandering this man's name, making him seem like a deadbeat dad and all these other things. And he can't even combat it at all because he has a gag order? That's so biased,
Keep
bro.
your dick in your pants. Wear a condom. Jerk off.
It's unjust.
You're better off.
Right? Like, we're taught that this justice system is supposed to be just, and this is just simply unjust. Like, take
You're better off jerking off. Who the fuck wants to deal with this shit?
those skills and shove it. Because there's no balance in this. This is obviously biased and one-sided. It doesn't even make any sense at this point. Family court is the only place you go where you are guilty as a man until proven innocent. You are guilty as a man as soon as you step into family court until you prove your innocence.
Wow. Searching lawyers who won't back down like my first lawyer did.
It's funny, too, because the thing I don't understand is these same courts let deadbeats shit all over them. I seen more deadbeat dads not go to jail owing tons of money. And this dude that's not even the dad's going to pay money for a kid that's not his. And they're going to hold him to a higher standard and ignore all the fucking paternity tests. This is ludicrous. He should go try and get a hold of Trump or something. This is fucking nuts.
Many people online know about the Aubrey Wyatt story and her mother Heather being silenced in the same way. What I don't think people know is that we live in the same town. So it's the same court system that has silenced both of us. Welcome to South Mississippi. I hired the same lawyer that Heather did. We prepped for the upcoming court date on October 29th, and we're prepared to fight for my right to speak back.
Yeah, and what's really interesting is not only are the extreme left sides, like states, they have very skewed family court laws and stuff like that, but also when you get into the deep southern, hyper-traditional, like Republican side, they also have super biased family court systems too. You'll see it on both sides of the spectrum. And that's why it's like, for me, it seems like the only bipartisan agreement is that we're going to take advantage of men.
Yeah.
Even though we're going to promote this equality amongst women, we're still going to take men to court and take advantage of them. It seems like the only bipartisan...
Yeah, this is a Republican place. This isn't a liberal place. They're still fucking this dude over. That's not even the dad. He's not even the dad, and he's still paying till he gets his day in court, and you're still fucking him. You know why they're doing it. They get part of the money. This is incredible.
Listen, where the left and the right both agrees that, hey, this is what we're teaming up to do. It's weird.
That day, Maria's lawyer spoke first. She asked the judge to close the courtroom to any outsiders and to issue a permanent gag order. My lawyer tried to refute this, but the judge didn't allow her to speak a single word. He just issued the order. Boom. Have a nice day. So now I'm banned from talking about what happened to me for the rest of my life. My one last hope was we had another court date coming up, and maybe he would hear me out then. So I decided to just stay quiet and prepare for...
Fuck that. Throw me in jail. I ain't paying shit.
...of the binder. In January, I was sent a shit ton of questions from Maria's lawyer. Apparently, it's a process called discovery. I'll tell you what I discovered. Those questions made their legal angle clear. They were trying to paint it like I chose to be the dad. Like Maria and I were in a relationship, and I knew the whole time that the kid wasn't mine. It was insane, and it took me days to answer these questions. On April 1st, I showed up to court prepared, but I was really terrified of the possibility of having to pay
I hope he
child
don't.
support for another 19 years.
If he doesn't, I have no more faith in society.
6 hours, and Maria never spoke. Maria's attorney asked me to share
Oh my gosh.
proof that Maria knew she was deceiving me from the beginning. I laughed and I said, the DNA test and that she slept with someone else? This is a good example of how ridiculous this whole entire thing felt. Soon after, she showed me the acknowledgement of paternity form, and it had my signature.
This is why you have to be very careful about when you sign that paperwork.
Yeah.
Because regardless of what you think socially or what you can prove with DNA evidence, legally speaking, you are liable for that kid. And if the woman wants to draw it out, she can make your life hell with lawyer fees and just dragging you through the court. If she wants...
And it's funny, right? The court argues DNA with this dude, right? If it was the prosecutor for the town trying to put someone away for murder and they had their DNA, they would put him away for life. This proves the guy is innocent, and they don't want to acknowledge it. And no one has come forward to help this dude out. This is pathetic. This is end days type of stupidity.
Wants to drag it out, she can, and she has the power to do so. There are a lot of women who are running rampant and weaponizing the state to hold men hostage, and I think it's insane. Obviously, the guy he was a horn dog, bloppity bloop. We get it. Like he was 24. He made a stupid decision. We get that part of it. He's already acknowledged that part of it too. But I mean, just the idea that there's a freak apocalypse out here, and these hoes are just allowed to run the world rampant with no accountability. And it's because they want the privileges of being able to be promiscuous, but none of the consequences and responsibilities that come with being promiscuous. And they use the state as their enforcement arm, which that's what the men uphold. They use the state as their enforcement arm against men. I don't understand. Okay, so he signed this paperwork, right? If you sign a divorce paper and you're under duress, they can void it in court.
Yeah.
Why can't you void this in court? What's the difference? How is he not under duress if everything's going on during a pregnancy or during a birth? Because anybody who has kids knows how chaotic it can be. And you sign some paperwork, that's a very chaotic situation, right? So you would assume that he would be able to claim duress and they would throw it out. But nope, men are held to a different standard. The scales in justice are not fair towards men, especially when they're in a dispute against women.
No doubt.
No tampering with it. It was 100% my signature. I don't even remember signing that in the hospital.
Duress.
I can tell you what I definitely don't remember agreeing to. This line in the tiniest little print I've ever seen, signing this form is like the mother and father being married at the time of birth.
Never.
And it said on there, I only had 1 year to challenge this, or I was responsible forever. I signed that. I did try to tell her attorney that I knew that form didn't matter if I could prove fraud, but the judge stopped me and said you can only say yes or no. I started to panic. Her lawyer gives her closing arguments, but also brings up a law on fraud in Mississippi. Apparently, one of the requirements to prove fraud is to know you're being frauded from the beginning. I thought to myself, if I knew I was being frauded from the beginning,
I would have never signed that shit.
I felt like my heart was going to beat out of my chest as we waited for the judge's decision. And then he made it. I had proven paternity fraud.
Let's go!
Beautiful.
I was off the person.
Let's go!
Hallelujah. How could you not know this is paternity fraud? Thank God. Thank fucking God there's at least one judge with at least a partial part of a brain.
Oh, yeah! Finally somebody used reason. Because legally, he probably would have been on the hook. But luckily, he had a judge that was willing to use reason. And that's why, bro, when I go on like TikTok, I'm doing like these TikTok debates now where I go into these live streams. And I thought that it was like just the people making TikToks, a small representation. But even in these live streams, like there are so many women that literally hate men.
Yeah.
I am in the red pill space, in the red pill sphere. And people make the argument that manosphere or red pill guys, and I'm in the red pill space because regardless of what I want to be, people are just going to consider me that because of my opinions, regardless. So I'll lean into it. But even in this space where they say we quote unquote hate women and we practice misogyny, I've never ever in my life heard any man say that they hate women.
Never.
When you go into these spaces, there are women that genuinely hate men. And imagine the fact that like some of these women, and you'll see it on TikTok, some of these women are therapists, flight attendants. They have jobs. They work in the workforce where they're going to be inherently biased towards men because they literally, like they just have a genuine hate for them and it just goes unchecked. They have a hate for men. Now imagine if one of them gets on a jury or like one of them ends up being a judge and they have that same bias towards men.
What if one's your probation officer? What if one's your parole officer? You're fucked. What if one's your judge? You're fucked.
This could have went a different way. Luckily, his judge, though, had a balanced mind and was going like, hey, I mean, what are we going to do here? He literally with paperwork. It would be unjust for this man to continue to pay child support under these circumstances. It's insane.
Certificate, and I didn't have to pay child support anymore.
Let me go back a little bit. I want to hear exactly what he said.
I had proven paternity fraud.
Okay.
I did the impossible. I was off the birth certificate, and I didn't have to pay child support anymore. I couldn't believe it. But then he had to decide on Maria having to pay me back. And the judge had a reference to law about knowing from the beginning. So there's no way I'm getting any money back under the current Mississippi law.
Wow.
Even though I proved paternity fraud. So the end result, I'm happy I'm not paying child support for another 19 years. That's the win.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
never lifted the gag order, and Maria will never have to pay back a dime.
Wow.
I gave her over $50,000 for a child that wasn't mine, and she knew it the entire time. And I wasn't even allowed to clear my name. And what did Maria do when the judge said that?
Stopped out of court.
She was dancing. She was woo-hooing. She celebrated successfully scamming me.
Exactly.
Wow.
And this is why I said there will never be any accountability held towards these women. They're allowed to run rampant without any level of responsibility or consequence for their decision. And I had people in the previous videos talking about, well, if he proves...
She celebrated. She scammed him. Oh, my God. That should have been proof right there that she should have to pay it back. That's fucking disgusting. If you prove fraud, that should prove fucking that she scammed you. That's what fraud is. Crazy. I wonder if he can go at her with a civil suit or something. There's got to be something he could do. It's probably not even worth it. The bitch ain't got a fucking thing.
Exactly. And this is why I said there will never be any accountability held towards these women. They're allowed to run rampant without any level of responsibility or consequence for their decision. And I had people in the previous videos talking about, well, if he proves paternity fraud, then she's going to have to pay him back. That's the law. It's illegal to commit paternity fraud. It can cost up to 2 years in prison. That could be the sentence. And I'm telling you right now, I know divorce lawyers. I know guys who work in the family court system. Paternity fraud, number one, is hard to prove. And number two, even if you do prove it, they hardly ever take it out on the woman or punish the woman because she's the primary caretaker of the child. And since they don't know who the father is now,
they do.
They don't want to lock the mother up and separate the family and separate the mom and the daughter or the kids. So single moms ain't got no money. Let's keep it a buck, bro. Single moms ain't got no money. They're the poorest demographic in America by far. And it makes sense. They have to provide for a child and try to provide a life. It makes sense that they're not going to be able to do both of those two things. So, because of that fact, they hardly ever have to pay any money back because the state knows that they're broke too. So that's the bigger issue. The bigger issue is that women are allowed, like during this, like the sexual revolution, all this promiscuity, feminism pushing all this nonsense for equality everywhere else in the world, but not in the family court system. This is not just and it's not balanced and it's certainly not equal.
Nope.
And so these women are allowed to run rampant because they fought to be able to do so. But then when the consequences come, family court and the law protects them every time from their consequences and responsibilities.
That's the system we live in. You can commit paternity fraud and walk out of the courtroom celebrating. Wow. I might not be able to get my money back, but I'm going to make sure that no one else gets scammed like I was.
No doubt.
Because of posting these videos, I was connected with Carnell Smith. He went through the same thing I went through, and he's making changes.
Let's go!
Law in 11 states. And I recently got a text that I was hoping for. I have a meeting next week with Mississippi policymakers, but it came with two conditions. It has to be at the Capitol in Jackson. Fine. And I have to bring Hadley with me. Apparently, they're big fans. Not gonna lie, proud boyfriend on it. Okay. I now have this opportunity to make sure that no other man is in the same position I was. Yeah. I have a lot of ideas on what I want to change, but the hardest part is going to be getting legislators to listen. And that's where you all come in. Lawmakers only care if you care. But before that meeting at the Capitol, I have one more person to hold accountable. There's a local paralegal whose silence, in my opinion, makes her just as guilty.
Oh, so he must have another part coming up.
Well, at least he got off the hook.
Brett Farley, you see it right here. People are
At least Brett Farley got off the hook for right now, not having to pay any more child support. The kid wasn't his in the fucking first place. No, apparently not in Mississippi, buddy. Fucking crazy. It's the same reason single mothers' kids don't listen. A lot of times get in trouble. Why they find a nice guy and they don't let the guy that's got his shit together do anything to try and be a good step parent. Like my situation. You wonder why these single mothers let their kids steal, get in trouble, make excuses for them. This is all why. No accountability. No accountability. Still don't know who the kid's father is either. They know, but they won't say it. It's fucking disgusting. Pathetic, disgusting shit. Over and 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 over. But at least he doesn't got to pay anymore. He dodged 19 years. Usually, Mark, because they make excuses for those kids. I know I'm going to find out one day something's going on with my fucking, more than likely with my ex's oldest son. That she let just steal and act stupid and act crazy and probably continues to do. That's why I wipe my hands of it all. Ran me right out of my relationship and my home. They got a father. They got a mother. I let them deal with it. I wipe my hands of all that shit. I paid for fucking everything for 5 years. Roofs over our head, vacations, clothes, shoes, fucking did everything a step-parent should do above and beyond. Just to be fucking thrown away like trash because I wanted them kids to behave properly. Part of it. You're not going to win, guys. You're not going to win. Be very careful who you have children with. Be careful who you date. I don't think anyone should date a single mom. I think it's a horrible idea. I learned the hard way. I dated two single moms. The first one wasn't so bad. The second one ended up being a nightmare by the end. But both of them had like a lot of the same issues. No schedule, no plans. Fucking let the kids kind of do what they want. No discipline. No rules. The same arguments I used to have in the relationship with the first one, I had with the second one. As far as how children behaved at times, not having a say. And the first girl I dated with kids, her daughter was much better behaved than my last girlfriend's oldest son. The younger son, my ex, my most recent ex, the youngest son, for the most part, he could be a handful, but he was a good boy. He just had a lot of energy. The other one, I tried everything. Nothing worked. Giving him money. Giving him chores to make money. Like trying to be a part of his life. Try to talk to him. Counseling, this, that, and the other. Nothing worked. Everything was a fucking excuse. I won't do it ever again. You guys should never do it to start with. You're going to come out on the other end heartbroken. Or you're going to look back years later saying, man, I took too much shit for too long. Yeah, no doubt, Mark. It's like a normal thing, unfortunately. I don't know why. Kids only listen to men sometimes. Sometimes they don't listen to either of the parents, even if it's a blood parent. You can lead a horse to water. You can't make him drink it, right? But it's much harder when you're not the biological parent. Much harder. And then you don't know what you don't know what the biological parent's saying when you're not around about you. Just a horrible situation to get into. I don't recommend anyone does it. It cost me probably the 4 or 5 best years of my life. I was making a lot of money, doing really well for myself. All I really did was kill myself for people that threw me away at the end of the day. Had no respect for me. Didn't care that I worked hard. There's a super lack of respect. Maybe it's because they disrespect you because they know that you're not their biological parent. Maybe the woman does it just to use you, or maybe she just wants help and allows you to be there just for help and acts like she likes you. I don't know. I don't try to find the answers. I just tell people don't do it at this point. The best thing you could do is not do it. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm going to charge this phone up. I might do a live in a little bit just to hang out. Let me charge this phone. I'll probably be back in a few.